Well, we're live on Sportswire Radio. Originally, we were supposed to have Yoshimatsu Matsuda. We hope that he's okay and he eventually joins us here, but I am live. I don't know what to expect here over the next hour. Maybe Mr. Matsuda will come on here. But what's on your mind? We'll talk about whatever over the next hour. A lot going on in the world of wrestling and anything else. Maybe this is a Tonight Show at Sportswire Radio. I don't know. But my name is the Reverend Tom Bryce, your voice figuratively and literally where all wrestling matters. And I guess, how's your weekend? What have you been up to? We've had a busy last few days on Sportswire Radio. We had on Torrance Banks yesterday of NEW and Home. We had a visit from Joe Starr. We had Chase Wakefield, who had plenty to say about the Chase Wakefield Wedding Invitational and DBW and VTW and a bunch of other topics. We also had the regular guys from the Friday Night Sports Show to talk about what's going on in the NFL, Major League Baseball, maybe get us ready for WrestleMania and the Elimination Chamber fallout. So what's on your mind tonight? If you want to join me, you want to talk for a little while, we'll give Mr. Matsuda the benefit of the doubt. Hope he's doing okay. But it is a Sunday. We are still here on the weekend. And tell me what's on your mind. Let me say hello to some people. And Zilla's in the house. Yes, Zilla, we were waiting for Mr. Matsuda. We hope that he's okay. I watched Darkron's first review of the Darkron Chronicles, and I was really impressed with it. I hope you're impressed with it as well. And he's got another episode we're going to talk about on Friday's show. We're going to celebrate his birthday here with us, and I look forward to that. Also, Abram Storm, congratulations, my friend, on 170 subscribers. Happy birthday to you. Thank you for your support. I know we have to catch up with you on Sportswire Radio very soon. Also, James Taylor, the ROEW owner. I did see that this coming weekend will be Golden Glory, so we're excited to talk about that on Sportswire Radio. I'm sure Kron's going to have a few things to say about that. Robbie Ryan, how you feeling, my friend? I hope you're doing okay. I hope that the health after what happened to you at PXW will maybe get you back out there sooner rather than later. Thank you for all that you do for us regardless. And again, if you are here, like, share, and subscribe to this and on Sportswire Radio. We're on YouTube at Sportswire Radio 6579. Zilla, good to see you. I hope you are doing well. I hope you've enjoyed your weekend. I hope you're getting ready for whatever. We have a big Raw tomorrow. We also have, again, AEW Fallout. And yeah, I really enjoyed the episode. I liked what you and Forsaken had to say about each other. You know what I also caught up on? I caught up on the episode you did about not Summer Bash last year, but the one in 23 where you were talking about Omen and Forsaken, and you talked about some different things. I forgot about some of that stuff, so that was pretty cool. I enjoyed watching that. I am looking forward to talking with you Friday and celebrating that, and looking forward to talking about episode 2. Ace Reed, how are you, my friend? I hope everybody is doing well. I know Ace Reed's going to be back on Sportswire Radio very soon. I'm going to announce it here tomorrow night around 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Aaron Blaze is back on Sportswire Radio. Aaron Blaze wants to talk about a couple of different things. He's got maybe an announcement you might want to pay attention to. So he'll be back on Sportswire Radio. Aaron Blaze actually returns to Sportswire Radio, I think officially for the first time this year, so I hope that you enjoy. And I'm looking forward to that. Yes, I definitely want to talk about that Friday. Friday is going to be great. We'll have another episode from the Darkron Chronicles. Let me plug the Darkron Chronicles, because if you haven't yet, you have to go out there and watch. And if anybody wants to come on, because this is, I guess now, it's a Tonight Show at Sportswire Radio. So if you want to come on, you want to say something for a few minutes, I'm going to give you that opportunity. First, let me plug Mr. Kron. Let me plug his YouTube channel. I got a chance to watch the show this morning. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. You can find it here on this link, and you can also directly watch it right there. There you go, the Darkron Chronicles. And it chronicles the match in ROEW that Matthew Forsaken and Darkron had, so I'd highly recommend you check it out. I know Mr. Kron's going to talk about that very closely. I'm excited about that. Please support Darkron. Please support ROEW. Very excited about Golden Glory coming up. It'll be great. I have no doubt. And Natural Selection is in action. They'll be defending all of their championships, I guess, right before they go into the Sports by Radio Hall of Fame. That'll happen in a matter of weeks. So we'll see. We'll talk with the guys on when they're going to have the opportunity to be in the Hall of Fame and be with us. Aaron's not here at the moment, but he will be here tomorrow. So I'm sure that'll be quite a topic. I hope you're feeling better, Robbie. Thank you for all you do for us. And also, you want to watch some of this. Yeah, again, you can see really good stuff. You can check out some of the stuff. You can check out some of the inside nuggets. It's kind of a really cool watch along. It almost reminds me of the wrestling version of the Manning cast. If you're a football fan here in America, this is exactly what Darkron is doing here with the Darkron Chronicles. He's done some stuff here before in the past, but if you have a chance or you haven't yet had a chance, I highly recommend that you go out there and check it out. So definitely do that. I'm going to look forward to more coverage here with Mr. Cron. But in the meantime, if you'd like to come on the show, you want a link, let me know. I've got about an hour or so of time, so we can talk about whatever. I got 10 minutes each spot for anybody. So let me know what you want to do, and maybe we'll talk about this as we speak. So that's a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. I don't know, Zilla. I had said that they're in action coming up this weekend for Golden Glory, and we'll check in with the guys on how they do after their matches, respectively, and we'll figure out when the guys will come back on and we'll put them in the Hall of Fame. But I imagine it'll be definitely very soon. And I'm sure I'll ask Aaron Blaze tomorrow what his thoughts are on natural selection and what his thoughts are on ROEW in the landscape of ROEW, and does he fit in the new ROEW? I'm sure he'll have plenty to say on that. But Forsaken and Kron, it was so fascinating hearing them talk about, or at least Darkron, wrestling a style that they hadn't wrestled before. And almost they were starting over, and hearing Darkron talk about a match structure that they hadn't had before really in their career. And they were basically starting over. And speaking of people here that want a link, I'm going to give them a link right now. So hang on tight for station identification, or me just giving them the link. But I guess we'll see some of your favorites here earlier rather than not. But it always works out, right? But definitely we have somebody coming on, and I'm excited about that. So hang on tight. I am looking forward to having an abrupt Tonight Show with Sportswire Radio. So that'll be fun. And who knows? Maybe I'm getting my best Johnny Carson episode here, so that'll be good. But yeah, let me give a link here to our first person. So there we go. Let me pull it up right now, and there we go. Okay, so we'll wait to the arrival. And what have I been up to? Well, I was supposed to have Mr. Matsuda. I hope we'll see him here sooner rather than later. I have been pretty much, well, I was in blabbermouth.net, which is the heavy metal version of Rolling Stone. We have another pretty big interview later in the week. We were supposed to have on the drummer who replaced Bill Ward in Black Sabbath. If you're a fan of heavy metal, Black Sabbath is playing one more concert, and I'm supposed to talk about that. So that's a little spoiler. But everything's good, my friend. Hope you're recovering from the injury. And speaking of people that are here that want to talk, and do I know you? Do I know you?
You should. You should.
Great. You're on the screen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hi. Hey. I was gonna
What's
turn
going
the
on?
TV
What's
real
going
quick.
on, man? What's going on? I gotta say, I got a chance to watch the episode here while it was happening. You're gonna laugh. I was having a fudge brownie this morning before I took a nap, and I was watching the debut of the Dark Chronicles, and it was interesting. Hear you talk about match structure. Hear you talk about doing things that you hadn't done in your career, and talk about the first episode here and what's next.
Well, yeah, as you see on the first episode, it was our first time coming to ROEW, and like we said in the video, we learned a lot about chain wrestling, mat wrestling, ring psychology, and it was just a lot. It was a big mind fuck
I
because
knew you
we
were
had
gonna say that. Yeah, I was waiting
we just
for it.
we just
If it was Anthony, I would have put the bleep button out. But for you, I'm gonna
I,
I'll let it slide.
but that's what it was. I mean, it was
Yeah.
I had to unlearn almost everything that I thought I knew.
How difficult is that? Because you're not you've been doing this a long time. I mean, how
Yeah,
difficult was that?
I'm still learning. I'm still trying to adapt, but I'm picking it up. I think Forsaken's actually picked it up a little bit quicker than I have.
Why was that? Why did Matthew pick it up so? Because
I
is he just evil? That's why. Because we're all
I bet
forsaken
that could be a possibility. I don't know. He I don't know. Because we kind of did this whole DKW thing together when we started out. We were all
yeah.
like in it equally, and I just kind of like he kind of like faded off as to where I just kind of like absorbed it and I wanted it to go somewhere. I wanted to make something of it. So I don't know. Maybe I was just more
Did you overthink it? Maybe.
possibly. I overthought a lot. I always
Maybe
questioned
that's maybe
everything.
why that was why it was a cluster because maybe Matthew, your brother, he just I don't know, he just
I'm
went
a
out there.
perfectionist. I just want everything to be right, and then I just overcomplicate it in my head.
Well, that's could be why those are reasons why it maybe was more difficult than you anticipated. I don't know. I don't know.
And then the injuries and just like I couldn't get consistent with
Mhm.
being in the ring and training and
Well, how do
but
you
it's
feel?
all
Well, why? Well, I know you're going to be here Friday, but how do you feel right now? You mean how
I,
do you feel at the moment?
I feel great. Like
You do? You look
you'll see
good.
it. Golden Glory. You'll see.
I can't wait. I'm going to talk a lot about it with you on Friday. I mean, I'm excited. In fact, I just got tagged on Instagram for it.
Yeah. The but I got more like the next episode coming out.
You
Um
mentioned Jack Delta, right? Did
it
Jack Delta come up in it in the end at the end of the episode?
well, unfortunately I couldn't get a Jack Delta guest, but
No,
it's me
yeah, good
it's
luck.
me and Forsaken again, but it is our first match against Jack Delta, our only match against Jack Delta, and it was an ROEW title match.
Yep, I remember it was a triple threat match. That
Yep.
was late summer, I think, right? Late
Yeah, that
summer.
was
Yeah,
July,
yeah,
maybe, May,
like late July.
maybe
Yeah,
early August, somewhere in there.
yeah, that's what I remember. Yeah,
Yeah, but
that
we
was on
got guests
Facebook.
coming up too. Like, uh,
You got Anthony on.
hey, that could be one later.
Because
But
I'm
I will.
surprised Anthony's not a guest already. Because Anthony,
I didn't say it wasn't.
Oh, okay, good deal. Good. Okay, then I don't want to spoil it.
But
I
yeah,
don't
I'm
want to
reaching
spoil it.
out. I mean, I'm reaching out to guys in IMF, ROEW. I got a couple of guys I'd like to get in touch with, and
I
maybe in
would say you could ask
WTE.
me, but I'm just here on Sportswire too
You
much.
know what? You know what, Tom? I already thought about that,
I knew
and
you were gonna say
and
that.
you know what? I even
What?
thought of something. You
What?
had a match live on your show,
I did with you. We had Joe Stone and was it Freddie Daniels? Right? It was Joe Stone and Freddie
and
Daniels
Felix
about
Jones.
and Felix. That was over a year ago. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, a triple threat, and that
We
was
did.
like I thought that's something that you commentated.
I
That was
did.
the
I
first
did.
time you commentated a
I
wrestling match.
did.
That's
I
something that you could review on here. Go behind the scenes, pull the curtain back, let us know how you
I
felt
got
doing that.
that's a good point, but well, you're here right now, so I'm not
Never
going
say
back in
never.
time. I know. He got a link. He got a link, but obviously I think people should go out there and watch this. I enjoyed it. It's only 11 minutes. So really, this is what's great about this is that what I did this morning was before I took a nap. Yes, I took a nap for a couple of hours. I
Don't
had my
blame you.
fudge brownie, I had a little
Mm,
grape juice, and I got a chance to watch the whole thing. And even after that, I got a chance to sit back and watch some of the other videos that this legend has. Go out there and check all of them out. You can do it here on his YouTube channel. He's got a lot of different episodes. You'll see a lot of the familiar faces, people you always see on here, but they're
yeah.
really insightful stuff and check them out. Definitely check them out.
Yeah, it's fun. I tell you, this is a fun experience to sit down and talk with these guys and not so much character work or we're just sitting here having a
Well,
conversation.
I said it before you came on. This reminds me a lot of like the Manning cast, where the Peyton and Eli sit there. They're
Right.
watching the game, and they'll get different people on whether it's people they've played against, coaches, and they sit there and they talk about whatever's going on. They talk about their experiences. It's not, hey, I'm gonna have a storyline or I'm gonna shoot on you. It's just shooting the breeze, and that's kind of
Right.
what I see a little bit what you're doing here so
It's
far.
fun. It is. It's
Yeah.
fun. You know, like I said, I'll go ahead and spoil my first guest.
Well, don't do
Besides,
no, don't do that. No, you're here Friday. We can
oh no,
make
that's why I
make
wanted
it.
to come on. I wanted to, yeah,
Oh, oh,
we'll
okay.
do
Oh,
it on
all
Friday,
right.
but I did. I wanted to come on because I got this all wrapped up and
Oh,
it's in the books. It's
do I
done.
know the guest? Do I
You
know him?
definitely know the guest.
I'm sure.
I'm personally excited because I got
Okay.
not only did I get him, I got him completely done. We're ready. It's already
Uh,
loaded, and I got two more guys today.
okay.
Big names, big names. We'll save those for later.
Yeah,
But I got
save
two
those
more
later
today.
because then no one's gonna want to tune in. They're gonna be like, "Let's get
I'm
out of here."
excited, but this guy actually, he's the one that kind of helped me with the idea. He's the one that kind of like pushed me in the direction of
Hmm.
doing it, and it's CJ Black.
Oh wow. Okay. Now
CJ
that
Black is
I would
my
want to hear.
first
That I
guest.
would. I
Um,
would want to hear him talk because he
and
doesn't do a lot of podcasts.
he's coming on to talk about his match against Felix Jones in IMF.
Ooh. Ooh.
That
Are
if
you
you haven't
guys
seen,
watching that? I know you watching that match together?
yeah, yep,
Oh wow. Okay. So
yep.
we could talk about that Friday. Oh wow.
If you
Okay.
have not seen that, go watch it. That
I
match
don't
is
know why
amazing.
anybody hadn't seen any
That
of their
match is
two
so
matches.
awesome.
Yeah, I mean that's going to be exciting because like he knows his stuff. I mean, this CJ's like a
CJ's a
walking.
genius in the ring. He really
Yeah,
is.
I think he's got the best mind of anybody in our
Yeah,
circuit.
his
This
wrestling
man,
mind is phenomenal.
the
But
man
Felix
is just a
Jones
genius.
is a phenomenal athlete.
Absolutely,
That
absolutely.
that kid, like I know Jason Myers is the future, and he is. He's got a bright future. But Felix Jones, that kid's a prodigy, man. He's built for wrestling. And if
Absolutely. No,
you
listen,
and
I've
CJ
had
said it.
Felix here a lot recently. No, Felix. I definitely think that Felix is somebody that he's arrived. I think when Omen was here, and I think Omen's in the chat, and maybe we'll send him a link in a minute or two. But actually, somebody else wants to talk to you, so we'll actually hold that for thought. But I
Me?
said it when Felix was here that to me, he's already he's already arrived. I mean,
He really has.
and there
Oh,
you go.
boss man.
How you doing,
You know what?
kid?
This was supposed to be an episode that turned into a Tonight Show with Sportswire. We hope Mr. Matsuda as well. But James, I mean, how you feeling tonight? Long time no speak.
Long time no speak. How is everybody doing here tonight?
I'm
Phenomenal.
great. I mean, we were just watching Chronicles, the debut episode. Have you got a chance to watch it? Because it was really informative. Did you see it?
I have not got to watch it. I've been very busy today, especially
That's
here in my
okay.
office doing a lot of things. But I
ROVW
will
paperwork. Yeah.
definitely be checking that out very soon. If
Good.
anything, send me the link so I can get to it quicker, Mr. Cron.
I can
Yes.
do that.
Well,
So
in fact, I can actually do it for you. Good news, because I actually got the link
There
right
you go.
here in front of me. So actually, we'll put it up here right there. All you have to do is go to Mr. Kron's YouTube page, go to videos, and it's the most recent one that pops up. So snap, crackle, and pop. But figured I'd let you talk, James, because it's Sunday, and I mean, wouldn't be Sports Wire
Oh, while
without
you're
you.
here, James, how would you be interested in for a episode of the Dark Chronicles?
it would be pretty awesome. All I gotta do is just come on there and chit chat with you, but you gotta invite me and give me a time that you would like to have me there.
Well, he's
All
inviting
right.
you
Yeah.
now.
Well, we'll get in contact. We'll talk about it.
We'll stay in contact.
Like I said,
Okay.
I'm really surprised. I got a couple guests. I'm really surprised.
You were surprised? You are a beloved man. You should have 100 guests by now.
This is something new for me. I've
And you
never
got a good
done.
voice, by the way. You got a good voice when you're
Eh.
talking. Like your voice is good. I'm telling you. You told me the other day. Oh, I was nervous the first time
I
I
used
came
to
on
be.
here.
I used to
No,
be
but
so
you
nervous.
sound like, dude. I'm telling you, for the chat out there, go sub to this man's YouTube channel. You sounded great. Your voice sounded great. You were a good narrator. It was just a good back and forth.
Thanks to you
You
guys.
should
I
take
mean,
over for me.
I've
Listen,
been
I'm
on
ready to go.
Nemesis
I'm done.
sessions. I came
I'm
on
ready to
Sportswire.
retire.
You
You
guys
can
pushed
interview.
me into the
I'm
role.
good. It's time for me to retire. You can talk to Aaron Blaze tomorrow. I'm good. Time to go. I'm good. I'm time to go. Time to go. It's time. But he was great. He was great, and I'm looking forward to the Chronicles. The
The Dark Chronicles. Yeah.
Dark
That's
Chronicles.
actually that's pretty clever. So
It is TK. Go
Thank
to
you, CJ.
TK. Yes, and Omen Black said boo.
almost like
He
the
said
Dark
boo
Side
Felix.
Chronicles.
He wasn't happy about that. Remy Roberts is here. Hope Remy's doing well. Robbie Ryan is good to see us. I want to say hello to our friends in the Backyard Wrestling Nexus who are representing them. Yes, and we'll have the Nexus here at the end of the month. Anthony Aries is returning. Omen Black had some, not so kind words, but maybe we'll have an episode tonight will
Like I
be a lot
said,
more
his
kinder.
time's coming.
Well, maybe this will be a more kinder episode tonight, but congratulations to I'm not sure. Oh, actually, I do want to get your perspective on it. That's actually a good question by Zilla. So it was recently announced while I was on the air that Jason Storm and Jacob Collins of ROEW are going to be in the NEW Riot in the Ring too. You guys being ROEW guys, what do you think of that?
I hope Jacob gets a hold of Jason Storm, to be honest.
I hope Jason gets eliminated like first guy eliminated, period.
Stop. Wait a minute. I thought you were a company man. You don't want him to do well and represent the
Jacob's
company?
there.
Well, of course I want Jacob Collins to do really well. And I mean, I would even be okay with seeing Cash Carter to do very well.
Yeah, but I would think you'd want Jason Storm.
That's all I got to say.
I think you'd want Jacob Collins to do well. I think you'd want Cash Carter to do well. I'd even think you'd want Kyle Shelby to do well.
Yeah.
There are ROEW.
Yeah.
I mean,
I do.
I mean,
just hope
technically,
that-
I mean, do you guys consider Justin Parsley a part of ROEW? Because he's also announced for it. I mean,
I do.
I don't know.
do.
I guess we consider him ROEW.
Of course.
Oh,
of
Parsley. Yeah, I did see that.
course.
I know, kind of funny, right? That I think we're all having trouble.
So
What
you
did you
got
compare him
Felix
to the other
Jones,
day?
you got Holman.
Terminator, the first Terminator, right? Was that the
Kyle Reese.
that was
Kyle
Michael?
Reese.
I think Michael Bean played that character. That was the one who wore the trench coat, right? It was the trench coat, right? That was the guy that
Yep.
was trying to save
Sarah Connor.
Linda Hamilton.
Yep, Sarah Connor.
Yep, that's a while ago. Also, Zilla said,
1984. That's as old as I am. As
"Wow,
old as
so
Brian is.
you watched it when you were born? Wow, you have a great memory."
No, 84 had some really good movies
Oh,
for
yeah.
our time. We had
yeah.
Terminator. We had the
Okay.
first Nightmare on Elm Street. We had Ghostbusters.
Well,
All that
Nightmare on
comes
Elm
from our
Street, that's
year.
how we got introduced to Johnny Depp, right? That's Johnny Depp, right?
Yep.
That we introduced him?
Amen.
Okay.
That's why 84 babies are the best ones, right? We cry.
Well, Johnny Depp, I mean, well,
Damn straight.
who Amber Heard may not agree, but hey, that was funny at least. But all right, so
Spin.
Justin Parsley, we don't know, but then. I mean, what if Jason Storm wins the Riot in the Ring? I mean, you must feel good about it.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to him.
You don't
That's
want him to
better
win.
when I beat
He'll
his ass.
he'll just use that as an excuse on why he gets his ass kicked by CJ Black.
Right.
Well, I mean, CJ could possibly be in this. I think that's still a possibility. I mean, that would be clever. I don't know. I mean, but it's good for the company. I would think it's good that we have all these big names from ROEW that are here. And the other name, that's a good.
I wonder why.
Now, I guess
invited.
this is a good point by Zilla, and I'm curious on what you guys think because Big Man Cam is apparently announced. Now, Big Man Cam, we haven't seen since he dropped the ROEW championship to Jason Storm, the Puppet Master. And is he ROEW? What's his future? I think that's a good question by Zilla. We haven't seen him now in almost 4 months. What is the future of Big Man Cam?
Well, Big Man Cam is he's kind of a free agent right now. I mean, he's after he lost the title, he decided to bow out. He had an injury, from what I understand, been nursing it and just dealing with that. That's the only thing I've heard. As far as when he's going to return or if he's going to return, that's really on him. The door's open in ROEW for Big Man Cam. All he's got to do is step back through it, and we'll welcome him back with open arms. That's for sure. Big Man Cam and ROEW are on good terms no matter what. So
I think that we definitely expect that, but I was shocked actually when he was announced because I hadn't heard anything about Big Man Cam, and the last I saw him, he dropped the ROEW title to Jason Storm, and he hasn't even been seen anywhere. I mean, that's just why I was so fascinated to see that he was announced. I mean, a lot of ROEW representation if you count Big Man Cam, if you count Justin Parsley. And yes, James Taylor, what do you have there
I'd be
now?
there. If I can make the trip, I'd be there.
Well, what Superstars? Oh, okay. I get it because A&E has the Superstar Sunday shows. Now, how did you get that? Did Stone Cold give that to you or what?
Actually, A&E gave me this, and they follow me on TikTok. I got this about a year ago
Oh,
when I
really?
did that Superstar.
Why did you
entrance.
say that on Sportswire last year? You were here like 50 times last year. Why didn't you?
It just now crossed my mind, I guess. I didn't win a
I think
contest,
you know
but
why.
because I participated in the contest and I did Triple H's entrance, they liked it
Yeah.
Well, I
and
was
they
just
even
watching just
commented on the
before. Well,
video.
you know what's on tonight is the Triple H and Shawn Michaels
Yep,
rivalry. That was
yep.
a intense rivalry, but I guess maybe you know what I could
Yeah,
always
I
say.
got
Well,
that DVR and
I was gonna say, well, maybe you couldn't get a word in with that because Anthony was here so many times in your spot, so maybe that's why you were gonna tell us. But then,
Yeah.
it just
Anthony likes to try to steal my spotlight, but I guess what he doesn't understand is that the only reason he gets any spotlight is when I'm on the screen with
well,
him.
he's also claiming that he knows what's gonna happen with John Cena.
Yeah, I know. Anthony Steele. There
Did
you
you guys
go.
see what he posted on Facebook last week about John Cena and the fans? And
No.
no,
But I saw
no.
the Miz attack John Cena, and that was very well placed right there.
Now that would give you some incentive or maybe some clues on how to attack Jason Storm. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, we're gonna talk a lot about it on Friday. I'm excited. I'm excited for Golden
Jason
Glory. By the
Storm
way,
is the champion. He's got a huge match ahead of him. Good luck to him. I hope everybody saw the post on Instagram. I got it posted on mine. Anybody that hasn't subscribed to ROEW, please go subscribe to
I'm gonna put that
ROEW.
link up in a
You
minute. I'm gonna put
you
that link.
don't want to miss Golden Glory coming up this weekend. Darkron making his in-ring return other than the tag match, but his one-on-one match as he goes one-on-one with Mr. You know who.
Yes, and Anthony he posted some like meme on Facebook. It's if you go on his Facebook, you'll see. And Yoshi has aged. I don't know who. Thank you, I guess, for tuning in. But yeah, Yoshi is different. Well, Yoshi's not here tonight. He was supposed to have been here, but I guess things happen. But thank you, Mandy, for tuning in. I guess, but you could hit the sub button for us, and that will be fine as well. But I guess if you guys aren't doing anything, I'll hang out with you unless you want Anthony to come on instead. I mean,
I can hang out for a little bit, but I got more recording to do.
All right. Well, I'll give you a few. I'll tell you what. I'll give you a few minutes because something tells me Anthony will show up. So, all right. So, anything else you want to talk about before I let you go? Go record. Go record because
Oh,
I enjoyed
stay
the first
tuned.
show.
I got more and more. I got right now. I got 4, 5. I got five episodes ready.
Can I give
So
advice? I like the shorter format. I like the 10, 15
it's
minutes.
they do get longer, and it's only because the matches get longer.
Well, I think that's fine if it's
So
up to 30.
wait, explain to me before you leave. What is it like? What was your first episode? What exactly are you doing? I'm
I'll
Okay,
put it
interested.
well,
back on the screen.
we'll put it this way: the first 2 are just me and Forsaken, and
Uh-huh.
yeah, there's the first one. We're just kind of talking about matches that we did in ROEW the first time that we've ever
Uh-huh.
been there. So we just
And
kind of
y'all
talked about that.
watched the match together?
Yeah, yep. Sit here and watch
Yeah.
the match,
To watch along.
and then
Okay.
now when I got a guest, which CJ is my first guest, and me and him watched one of his matches where he had traveled to IMF to face Felix Jones,
Not the King of
and
Palo.
yeah, the King of Palo just recently, and he just kind of walked us through like what was going on building up to the match, what led to the match. He kind of walked us through like the storytelling and just things like that. Just kind of give us like pulled the curtain back and kind of like let people in and see you're definitely not in character. You're just kind of like
Yeah.
That's them
Yeah.
right there, James. That's
you're just
the
kind of spitballing. You're just kind of just having a conversation.
Where's the? Do you show the match
yeah
while you're talking?
yeah. I'll
Yeah,
actually
it's just paused.
Oh, okay, okay. Well then, do you now? Is it a match that you're genuinely curious about when you interview somebody, or what? Because if so, then that'd be
See,
fine. That'd be
it's
great.
not really an interview. It's more of just a conversation.
Yeah.
I want to hear about your travels. I want to hear about your experience in the locker room. You know, who'd you click with? Is there any? He talked about the red shirt guy.
Mhm.
So we'll hear some more stuff about that. If anybody watched the IMF, you would King of the Palo, you would see what I'm talking about.
Okay,
yeah.
okay, okay.
So it's just like a fun conversation while
Well, that's
watching
good.
a match of your choice. I'll go download it and then we'll play it, stream it as me and you are watching it. and we'll have a
We've done this,
conversation.
James. We've done this before on Sportswire. Remember
Yeah.
last year?
Yeah.
You would ask me, you'd say, "You want to watch one of my matches?" And it's basically he's doing that, but he's a wrestler and he knows like all the moves, and he's a wrestler. Whereas
He
I'm
knows
not.
all the moves.
I know. So I think
I
it
just
was
have in-ring experience. That's
I
all.
think TJ still no, and it's totally fine. I think Delta said it one to me off the air, and I think CJ even said no, and I would be the first to admit I'm not a wrestler. I mean, I would be lying if I said I know what you guys do in the ring. That would be disrespectful, right? So totally fine. But we've done this before. You've done this, Anthony. We did Omen. We did this before. With Darkron doing it, it's like it's a lot more interesting because he's a wrestler and he can
He
relate
can
to what.
relate to it.
Yeah, so we've done this here before. We've done it with you. We've done it with Omen. We've done it with
Yep.
Anthony. Yes, we've done it with Anthony. We did it with Delta. So we've done it with
Okay.
guys before. And technically, we do this within the show. I'll put
Sorry, I got
somebody's
sucked into
match
the
up.
match.
Yeah, here we go.
It's like really entertaining. First time me and Forsaken ever did any of this stuff, and it was just so fun.
He talked about match structure. He talked about
Yep.
basically learning to start over, and it was an adjustment.
Just
It was
relearning a lot, really. Working the left, proper bumping, and just like foot
You should have
placement.
him go. You should have him review one of your matches in '98.
There you go.
Oh, see that'd be fun.
See,
I thought about me and Forsaken like actually like sit down and watch one of our old
Well,
VHS.
I tell you what. You know what you should do. You know what James will never get a word in, but you should review the most.
You're gonna do exactly what I thought of when I thought of James Taylor. Go ahead, say it.
You should review the most recent match James had with Anthony Steele.
I didn't think of the most recent. I was thinking the first one, but yeah.
Well, the
James
problem is
Taylor.
some of those matches are in places that I don't think James would like to be promoted on. But I
don't
would
care because
okay.
I take it as I own that match. That's my match.
Yeah, it's
so.
your
Okay,
match.
well then there you
and,
go.
And it's you and Steele.
So
Yeah.
what I would do, because I know that this would be a big topic on Sportswire and everywhere. You, Mr. Kron, and again, you should do whatever you want because you are the most inspirational wrestler of the year in 2024 on Sportswire Radio and a multiple times Hall of Famer. As I see somebody else here in the chat has arrived. You should review a match and get Anthony and James in there, but cap it because Anthony he'll keep going. He'll keep going for 6 hours. So just do it for the length of the match.
I think maybe maybe it should be a one-on-one thing where Kron asks and interviews.
I think it'd be
your point of view of the match.
Here was my
I
initial
think it'd be
plan.
great theater though.
My initial plan with that whole thing was, yes, it would be a little too much for both of you on there. But what if I had watched the same match with you, and then watched the same match with him,
That's
and
interesting.
make it part
Yeah.
1, part 2?
There you
Okay.
go. There you go.
Yeah.
That would be kind of interesting because I honestly got one that I'm about to record here in a little bit.
Yeah, you go.
He's not pestering me too much because he's probably here, but
yeah,
I'm gonna have him. And I thought about doing an episode with him and then his opponent, one of his opponents. Yeah, one of his opponents.
Well,
and do a part 2 on it.
Yeah,
So I'm thinking about it. I might try that.
Yeah, I think that would be such a topic on here that if it was Anthony and James's match and you reviewed it, oh my god, that would break the internet.
I'm open to whatever, but if you decide to do mine and Anthony's match, I'm gonna give you permission since he's the young one, let Anthony go first and tell his story.
Boy,
you want him to choose the match then?
No, let him talk first, and then you can have.
So what match do you want it to be?
The street fight, because that's our best match. Period. In my head, that's our best match.
Okay, then that's the one I'll do.
Okay, well, you know what? I know you want to record, so I'm going to let you go to the recording. And Justin Parsley wants to sit down, and I mean, he's probably standing up right now, so I would recommend he sits down. But there was somebody that requested him.
Get him.
Well, you should. He's a hard man. He doesn't even come on here for his scheduled appearances. And there was.
I know.
Some kid.
I don't like to bother people, so I really don't pester people.
Oh no, him you should bother. So, Justin, there was some kid that messaged me saying, "Where's Justin Parsley and when is Justin Parsley coming to Sportswire?" And I'm like, I don't know. It was some kid, I guess, that goes to the IMF shows. It was like Princess something. I'm sure Justin knows. Maybe some of the IMF guys know who this is, but it was like some kid fan. I didn't know who the kid was, and the kid was like asking when Justin Parsley would come on, and so I was like, I don't know. Ask Justin Parsley, but all right, go record because James will get some time to talk. We'll let James talk for a little bit, and I'll see you Friday. And and anything else you want to say, champ?
No, I appreciate you guys, and I'll get in touch with you, James. We'll figure something out.
You just hit me up. Let me know what you want to do, and it doesn't even have to be that match. It could be any match of mine.
Hey, we can always do an episode with just you too. That's fine too.
Whatever you want to do, boss man.
We'll figure it out.
All right, that's the legendary Darkon, the 2024 Sportswire Radio Most Inspirational Wrestler of the Year. We're celebrating his birthday here coming up this Friday. So there you go, James. I mean, boy, you would the Dark Chronicles reviewing you and Anthony Steele. I mean, boy, that's good. I can't wait for that. I mean, I would love to be a fly on the wall in that conversation takes place.
Don't lie, Tom. You don't have to lie to me.
No, I would love to.
You wait. You've seen it. You'd be like, they're just gonna yell at each other.
No, it's people, but people like that on Instagram. People watch the clips on TikTok. People, they love that though. They can say, it's the same old, but they keep tuning in. They keep tuning in for it.
It's true. That's
true.
Keep
tuning in. And yes, hello to Justin Parsley. Yes, hello to Justin. Yeah, Justin Parsley, the Terminator guy.
What's up, Kyle Reese?
You know what I'm trying? You know what? Side point. Maybe somebody in the chat can help me, or maybe you can give me a thought on this. I went to Taco Bell, which is not something I do very often. I got these steak quesadillas. Anybody like them? I'm trying them for the first time later. Are they good?
Steak quesadilla.
But I asked for I only asked for the steak and the bread, so I don't know what I'm getting. I don't know if they listen to me.
It just has cheese in it and creamy jalapeno sauce. And the jalapeno sauce is not as hot as you think it is.
All right, so this could be something I'll probably never read again, but we'll talk about it.
Have you never had Taco Bell?
The only thing I get from Taco Bell very rarely is the nacho fries. I do like the nacho fries. I wasn't a taco person growing up.
Quesadilla is James Taylor's favorite thing.
You know what? I've been having, the chat's going to laugh about this. I've been having pizza for like the last 2 weeks straight, except for like one day I had Wendy's, but I've had pretty much pizza the last 2 weeks because I've been not home. I sleep, I go out and I'm working, and then I come home here on Sportswire, and then I got to eat again. So that's why I haven't been home much the last few weeks. The last 2 weeks I've been like, not here during the day, so I'm looking for something different. And hello to James Taylor. Yep, hi, James is here. We're supposed to have Yoshimatsu Matsuda. Hope he's okay. I mean, we're supposed to have him on tonight, and it was supposed to have been his segment about Wrestling Zero and PXW. I hope he's okay. I really do hope he's okay. But
he must have got his ass kicked or something.
Stay tuned, I suppose. I mean,
stay tuned. That's right.
So, we have some shows. I mean, Aaron Blaze is here tomorrow at 9:45. I have Raina Black, pro wrestler, Tuesday night. Raina's here Tuesday, women's pro wrestler. Her husband's Eric Black, who now runs Enterprise Pro Wrestling. Very excited to have her. I think I'm doing another Tonight Show with Sportswire Radio Thursday, so stay tuned for that. And if anybody's here in the chat, maybe Justin Parsley should show up here. Do you want to see Justin Parsley or nah?
Sure. I like old Kyle Reese. I'm a fan.
It's Justin Parsley, not Kyle Reese. Unless you want me to bring Anthony on, because Anthony's lurking.
Well, all I ever see on these T-shirts is "Who the F is Justin Parsley?" Well, Kyle Reese. Anthony... 1 week it's when I was in the ring with him, he was David Spade. Now he's Kyle Reese. I mean, that's who Justin Parsley is.
I will say this about this man. I hope he grows his hair back, because I don't know if I'm a fan of the Kyle Reese look. I think he needs to grow his hair back.
I think the Kyle Reese look makes him look more manly than the little
David
look.
But when he had the longer hair, that won him the PWF championship, though.
That's unfortunate for him.
But he's the champion, though. How would it be?
He is the champion, but for how much longer?
It seems so far he seems to be holding it. He's been closing in on Justin. What's it been? 9 months. He's been closing in on 9 months as champion. So I don't know.
Congratulations.
Well, I
So,
mean, I should invite him on. I mean, I'll send him a link.
whatever happened to the Uprising title, the PWF Uprising Championship? Isn't that over in BYCW still?
Yes, I believe Dalton mentioned it on the telecast there on their most. It was funny. I thought I was gonna have Dalton Skull on Thursday. Shot. Dalton's a man that we'd love to see back on Sportswire. BYCW has been doing great lately. I mean, they have Blackheart, a guy that's won the tag titles with Mr. Dalton Skull. They're 1,300 plus subscribers, kind of come out of nowhere. BYCW's they're one of the longest tenured backyard wrestling companies now. Do you know that if I were to tell you that in the landscape right now of backyard wrestling that BYCW might be I think it's them and FBW that are the longest tenured backyard wrestling companies. What would you say to that?
That's amazing. That's a hell of a, you know, it's just they need to keep doing what they're doing
They're a
because I think they're
decade,
one of the
10
very
years.
few.
10
They're one of the
years.
very few that still are using a trampoline also, and but they're out there having fun. They're out there telling stories,
There's
and
a
they're doing what
flow
they
though
love
to
to do.
BYCW. I'll tell you what, there's a flow with BYCW. There's when you watch BYCW, I mean, it's not. There's a linear flow. That's the better term. There's a linear flow to BYCW. There's something there that you pay attention to it. You want to watch BYCW. I think that's why they're finally starting to get their flowers. And again, in this landscape of who's left in backyard wrestling, I think it's them and FBW that are two of the longest tenured straight backyard wrestling companies. FBW, Anthony Aries' company, is 12 plus years old, and BYCW is going on 10 years. And you might be getting a guest, by the way. There's somebody that's soon going to
Well,
pay a
before the
chat.
guest comes on, I'd like to say about BYCW is you got a plethora of talent, let's just say.
Yes.
And you don't have the same guy putting the mask on and making himself a different champion all the time. That's just my opinion. But BYCW, I feel of a lot of backyard companies, and this isn't just me trying to blow smoke up their ass. It's just how I honestly feel. I feel like this type of company is a company that shows a lot of heart. They're there because they're genuine and they're there to just entertain and have fun. They're not there for all the politics or all that crap. They're out there literally just to do what they love to do.
Dalton's
And
always
that's
been
something you don't really see these days.
no, but Dalton's also been somebody he's always beaten to his own drum. He's always been somebody that people look at and they respect the hustle. They respect his grind. He's been somebody that calls it how he sees it. So it's good to see a company have the success like this one. 1,300 plus subscribers almost. That's
Yes, sir.
quite an accomplishment. And they've done it in the last like 6 months. If you looked at their last like 6 or 7 months, they've gained like half those subscribers. And our friends in BTW is another company getting ready to start the season in April. I'm sure we'll be talking a lot about that tomorrow and also in the near and distant future. So shout out to our friends in Roseburg, Oregon. Zilla wanted to say, yes, Eric Black won control of Enterprise Pro Wrestling. That was 2 weeks ago. Eric Black, I'm sure Raina, his wife, will talk about that on Tuesday night. And Crunch Wrap Supreme all day. I'm almost like terrified to try Taco Bell, this steak quesadillas later. I was like,
why?
Because I haven't had it before. You have to remember, growing up, when my mother would make tacos, I like no way, or anything Taco Bell related. It was like, don't get that away from me. It was just.
Well, down here in the South, I mean,
you gotta remember. So I mean, I don't know where people are in parts of the country at the moment. So I'm Irish, right? And I grew up in Brooklyn, right? And my mother was a good cook. I know she's probably not here listening, but she's sometimes here in the chat. And tacos or anything Taco Bell, I was like, no, thank you. I was always, got to give me pizza because I'm from Brooklyn, right? Where I grew up in Bay Ridge and Bensonhurst. For those that look it up, that's the epicenter of pizza. I was simple: pizza, hamburger, chicken. That was it. That's my, itinerary to this day. So like to try something like this. I should try it on air, but then again, I'd have to talk still on the microphone. But
I would love to see your reaction to
well,
it.
well, maybe next time. But Austin wanted to say, yeah, it's okay. Well, thank you, and thank you for the kind of inspiring words. And also, he thanks BYCW. Yeah, and I thank BYCW too, because I feel like BYCW, we don't talk enough about them on Sportswire. I think it's a company that people should start paying attention to, and I think that Dalton and some of the guys there have worked very hard, and we definitely like to see them on Sportswire here. Hopefully that'll change in the near and distant future. And Justin Parsley says, hey to Ultimate Gamer 2.0. Yes, thank you for that. And hello to BTW. So yeah, give BYCW a sub. If you're here, check them out. I see a bunch of people on YouTube, and it kind of worked out, James. I was supposed to get Yoshimatsu Matsuda, but I got James Taylor and Darkon and a surprise guest coming on. Not Anthony Steele. To let you know, not Anthony Steele.
Thank God.
Don't worry, he'll be here probably like 4 times this week.
Probably.
Been quiet so far, Anthony Steele. Quiet Anthony Steele. That's what I do. Very quiet.
He's either sleeping, he's either stuffing his face with something, or he's playing his WWE 2K25.
Have you played WWE 2K25 yet?
Not yet. I'm getting
really. I
would have
had it by now.
I know. I didn't. I always get the deluxe edition every year, but this year they didn't want to do a physical copy, and I'm all about physical media, not digital.
Yeah.
I get the DLC and stuff, but the digital version of the game is the only way that you can get like the Roman Reigns Bloodline edition or the Dead Man edition. And I was disappointed in it this year. I'm excited to play the game. Don't get me wrong, but I did not want to spend $120 on a digital product. I wanted
wow, $100. I did not realize it's $120 for a digital product. So who here in the chat has got the digital copy? I mean, that's $100.
I'll tell you, Anthony still got it, and he
Anthony
tried to rub it. He tried to rub it in my face like I was going to care, and I didn't give a damn.
Wow, I mean, and I have the money, and I'm saying to myself, $120. What happened?
I don't think it's worth
it. All right,
it.
James, this is what I want to say. What happened when video games were like $40? I remember when games were $40.
There are still games that are $40. There are games that are $50. The average cost of an actual brand new PS5 or PS4 or Xbox game, hell, even Steam on PC, is $59.99. That's the standard price. It's been like that for years and years. You just get these special editions that come with these season passes that give you all this DLC, and they want you to pay for it up front, so that way when the DLC is released, you just download it. So people are paying anywhere from $100 to $150, just depending on what the game is. I'm not gonna lie, the last 3 WWE games, I got the deluxe edition, the physical copies of 2K22, 2K23, and 24. Got them. And I paid $100 a piece for them, but that's because I wanted the cover art and all that good stuff. So there it is.
But
this year, I'm just going to pay the standard. It's actually $69.99 for it this year. So.
Definitely message me. I'm on Instagram. Do we follow each other on Instagram? Let me know. I don't know if we do or not. Gamer got the digital copy. Okay, 2K25 is the bomb. It's really good. He's got the Dead Man edition, which Anthony brought up on PC Steam, and he also has the Dead Man edition. So there are people that spent the money on this. Okay, there are people that
I can't bring myself to do it.
This is where I'm going to agree with you in your old head ways. I'm going to agree with you because $120 to me, no. $120, and
I'm all about having it in my hand physical because you can't ever take that away. And really, a fun fact: watch this.
What? And Robbie Ryan said he's getting the standard edition. Yeah, and the standard edition is $69.99 US, which would be Australian $50, right? Not worth it. Yeah, not worth it.
So last year, you got the 2K24, and it had Rhea Ripley. This was the deluxe edition. This version in my hand was $100, right? And then the year before that, and this version is going to be going up now that he has turned heel, the John Cena Deluxe Edition.
Ooh.
So you see, physical media.
Wow.
And it was $100. Right now, it's like it's slowly going up, this version, just to have this copy in your hand
Wow.
because of what he's doing and this being his last year.
Yeah.
So this right here, you can't get anywhere anymore. You can get the standard game physical copy, but this version, the gold case and all, you can't get nowhere. But they didn't do
Wow.
that for 25, and I'm kind of sad about that. I'm bummed
That's
about that.
very sad. And Ultimate Gamer said not worth it. Soldier GP, might be on the our circuits here, All Wrestling Matters champion. If we had a video game, and Soldier's got the eyes. And here's what Zilla had to say: don't have 2K25 straight edition yet. I'm getting it on the release date, which is this coming Friday. Good enough.
Me too.
Oh, okay.
I'm right there with you, Zilla. I'm getting it the same day.
Well, I'm not getting it. Period. So and
You're
just
not much of a gamer, I think.
you know what? This came up. So this came up on one of the shows. I'm here every night. How can I play games? I'm here.
I know. Maybe you should stream and interview somebody while you're playing a game one night, like
Well,
old
actually,
Xavier
I'm
Thorne
supposed
did
to
that
get
one
on.
time.
There's someone I talked to through my buddy Barry Gutman, and on Discord, and we're supposed to get a gamer on. I've had a gamer on here, Chronic Gamer, but people, I don't think they really care for game streamers. They want to hear the wrestlers. They want to hear the wrestlers.
Right.
Soldier said you're a nerd. Remy Roberts
But he's
wanted
the
to
one
say
that
hello.
wears glasses, so.
But he's also the All Wrestling Matters world champion. He defeated D'Angelo LaFlame. The next comment.
No comment.
Like, I paid $99.99 for the Deadman edition and got 7-day early access. So what does the early access give you? What is that?
So if you bought the Deadman edition or the Bloodline edition, which you spent 100 or 130 on it, you get to play it now. You actually got it 2 days ago. Whereas people who want the physical copy do not get to play the game at all until they buy it on the 14th.
You know what? I saw something the other day. This goes back. It was the first ever. I guess somebody brought up Steam. It was Sega had their own version of it years ago. There was an anniversary of it. It was last month. And I didn't even realize Sega had it. It was almost like there was a way you'd spend like $20 a month back 30 years ago, and you'd have access to the whole Sega library. I don't know if you ever heard the story or not. It was really fascinating. I don't really have any recollection of it. It's a little bit before my time, but that was kind of interesting.
Make me feel old, why don't you?
Well, but you don't remember it. It was like 1995. It was like
I had a Sega. My very first system at 5 years old, 1989, was the original Nintendo with Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt. And then I graduated.
Did you have the gun?
When I was about 7 years old, my mom got me in 91 or 92, one of the two. I got a Sega Genesis with Sonic the Hedgehog. And I played Sega Genesis all the way up until about 95. And then, 96. No, it was 95. And then I got the PlayStation when it first came out.
Okay. Well, PlayStation, I definitely remember. Also, Soldier said Parsley, he a nerd, right? And also, this is getting people interested here. There's some comments for you directed toward you, sir. So, quick meta. Cajun Cruiser started off as a WWE 2K24 CAW. Interesting. Thank you, Remy, for that. And Soldier did say that he's something you're not, a champion. And also, Justin Parsley wanted to, not yet, a certified Dorkaramus. They're going after you.
He's as old as me. He can act like he's James is a nerd. That boy likes to play games too. Don't let him fool you.
I never heard him talk about games.
Same with Soldier. Soldier, don't cross that line, kid, when it comes to champions, okay? Don't cross that line, pal.
Now, speaking at this point, James Taylor might as well take over Sportswire at this point. Maybe you should take over. It's time to go. Time for me to go.
Maybe I should, Jason, and maybe you should be my first guest. What do you think of that?
Wow. I mean, now would you be talking to him about his decorated career, talking about him?
Yeah, I would hold up the legendary status that Tom Bryce has had on this show, Sportswire Radio, the brightest lights, the biggest stage, all of it. I'd even hold the mic to my just like this the whole time. I don't know. I can't guarantee the mutton chops like you got.
Yeah,
I got a chin strap to hold my shit up, but that's all I got.
Well, you got a lot of comments now all of a sudden, and I'm tired of him always on.
Well, then come on up here and let's talk about it, buddy. It's sad that I hear from you all the time.
Aaron
but then don't
Blazer's
ever
here
run.
tomorrow.
You always run your fat fucking mouth. Sorry, beep. You always run your damn mouth all the time. And then I finally show up to IMF, about kicked your sorry ass. Yeah, just to get the lucky 1, 2, 3. But I ain't heard from you since. I guess that
Let's
ass
get to
whooping
some more
shut your mouth
comments.
up, didn't it?
Let's see who's coming on. Geez, he just likes hearing himself talk. In Australia, the 2K Standard Edition cost $119.95.
Well,
Ouch.
their cost of living definitely is, their dollar value is different than the U.S. for sure.
Although I will
So,
say the cost of living in New York City, I looked where like the houses are and where in the neighborhood I was in today, and I was like, wow, I don't realize it was that much money to buy a house. Even I don't think I could afford to buy that house. Well, I'd want to buy that house. Let's rephrase it. I'll say this though, I'm not playing that stupid showcase mode. I can't afford the controller that's going to be thrown. That's a clever line.
shit. Change the difficulty then.
Caps lock, stop, Storm. Don't you curse us with that. So Justin Parsley doesn't want you taking over Sportswire.
Hey, Parsley, look what I can do.
We'll get to more comments. Bro has the biggest ego in the underground, and it isn't even active. Always got to be on here stealing spotlight, trying to stay relevant.
Tom, will you please clear that up? You invited me. I didn't ask to be on
You were
here.
invited.
You
Yes,
invited
we
me.
love having you here on sports, and we love having Jason Storm on Sportswire as well. We
I
love
love having Jason Storm on Sportswire.
Would you
I
like to
love
see
listening
him?
to him talk.
Would you like to see him tonight?
I would love to talk to my champion tonight, and just
Would you
very
now? Would you be
respectfully
Would
and
you be
professionally.
What would you be congratulating him on all the success in natural selection and
Yes, sir.
natural? You
Yes,
would
sir.
really?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
you're gonna
sir.
turn a new leaf?
Yes, sir. I can't make
Okay.
no promises, but yes, yes. I'll be
So,
good. I'll be a good guy this time.
but that's CJ Black. He's a good
I,
guy.
I apologize. I apologize. I'll be a 7-star superstar in this seat right now for a moment. Yes, I will.
Okay. Well, we'll get to some more comments and see who wants to show up and talk.
I mean, unless he's chicken.
Not well. He might like chicken on his plate for dinner or lunch. I stepped across the line, Taylor. What you gonna do? I used to do wrestling podcasts back when Google Hangouts. Google Hangouts is still a thing. By the way, speaking of which, did you hear Skype is ceasing existence on May 1st? Skype
No
is no more.
shit, really. And I've
Skype
only
is no
used it
more.
like maybe a handful of times in my life.
I actually started podcasting on Skype.
Okay.
Skype was a big actually when I was interviewed for my friend who's the owner of the largest, I'm sure Angela, if she's listening to this, which I just saw she shared the link, Gregory Davidson, who's the owner of Davidson Radio 620M. I was interviewed on Skype through there. That's it was a fun interview. Hello to Jason Storm. He's here. I think. Yeah, yada yada yada. You all talk. That's what he says. You all talk. And James Taylor in caps locks. And I play on easy for showcase mode. It's still the band of my existence. That's a good point. Stealing someone else's gimmick. Are you stealing someone else's gimmick? Can you clarify this?
I don't know who he's talking to. It ain't me though.
No.
All he's got to do is come on here and talk to me if he wants to talk. I mean, that's it.
You inviting him to talk?
Yeah, if he wants to come on here and run his little sorry ass mouth, he don't talk to me since December, since I came down there and beat his ass. He hadn't said a word to James Taylor.
Well, he won the All Wrestling Matters World Championship, though. Very, very impressive fashion, defeating D'Angelo the Flame. And he's been, obviously focused on Omen Black and the IMF and, getting things in order there, I suppose.
Congratulations. Where's my shot? Where's my shot at the title? I haven't been offered no title shot.
The All Wrestling Matters Championship. That's a good point. I mean,
all wrestling. I mean, didn't I help start and captivate this thing as well? All Wrestling Matters. Did I not have a part in that? Do I not get a shot at this championship? I thought that's what this community was about. Hot shot, come on up.
Well, Zilla said, "Well, what's with Zilla and Justin Parsley fighting? Who knew that was a thing? The bane of my existence. Not an opinion. Someone at least wipe her mouth." Fighting words there. Where's Yoshi? Yoshi was supposed to be here but never showed up, so there's no Yoshi tonight. So if you were waiting for Yoshi, we'll have to reschedule that. But sorry about that. We really not out of our control. So we hope Yoshi's okay. Now, really, he was supposed to have been here. I actually spoke to him a few hours prior, so I don't know what the status is. But we'll have more BTW coverage tomorrow. but we talked about you coming up in May.
Soldier, I'm going to quote what you told me in December. We're not at the Palo Community Center tonight, bitch. This is my community. This is my atmosphere. So that's exactly what you told me, right? This ain't Alabama, bitch. These are my people. Well, this ain't the Palo Community Center, bitch. These are my people.
Now, Remy was funny, kind of, but we really hope it's, we hope that Mario didn't get caught up with Yoshi.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we've got pre mushroom Mario instead of Yoshi tonight. He said that right.
Mario.
Yeah. And he said this IMF show in May. Yeah, that's what he wants. By the way, I do want to shout out Justin Parsley and Soldier because I am wearing my Summer Bash shirt.
This is not an IMF show. This is Sportswire Radio.
Well, I actually sponsored Summer Bash.
There you go. You sponsored Summer Bash. You sponsored the IMF. You sponsored ROEW. You sponsored James Taylor. So
yeah.
I mean,
Anthony Steele. Justin Parsley. I've sponsored.
There you go. Yeah, everybody's a sponsor. Everybody's show.
Who else? Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually was looking forward I did a video for Yoshi, and I actually spoke to him at length today, but I'm sure we'll get him back on. Yeah, definitely looking forward to having Yoshi, and I hope he's okay because we had a really fun segment on Wednesday, and we got like 2,000 views on Instagram with Yoshi. So nice. I agree with James Taylor. That's a good one. The chat. I think it's the livest the chat's been in a while. Actually, it's kind of worked out because
that's the kind of vibe I bring to
my last 4 or 5 days on Sportswire. I don't know. It felt like people were sleeping. Not tonight. Tonight seemed like the people are awake. It's been a while. Sportswire is back. He's wearing Mario Kart. You can't write this shit.
Mario Kart since '92, bro. Yes, sir.
Mario Kart came out in '92. I thought it was like '99.
Yeah, on the Super Nintendo, and then they did Mario Kart 64. Then they did.
See, I remember Mario Kart 64 because in Brooklyn, I remember playing Mario Kart 64 growing up. That I remember.
And you liked it, didn't you? You had fun with it, didn't you?
I did, but then I got into politics, and then
you got into politics. That's right. Look at you.
Well, speaking of which, Yoshi looks different tonight. I love the new haircut.
Thank you.
He actually though, but wait a minute, Yoshi did cut his hair. He actually.
I know. I inspired it. I know I did. And Yoshi, you're welcome.
Yeah, we really like to see Yoshi back on. I will. Yeah, definitely message me. I'm on Instagram, the Sports Report 2021, Facebook, TikTok at Sportswire Radio. Definitely give me a buzz. Stop being Chris Jericho, the PWF champion, Justin Parsley. There is only one Chris Jericho. I'm confused. Justin Parsley is imitating Chris Jericho?
I thought it was Kyle Reese. I only said Kyle Reese. I thought, come on now.
No. Oh wait, I just realized Taff is wearing a Mario shirt. Yes, I do thank my All Wrestling Matters champion Soldier GP, and we can't wait to see the IMF back next Thursday. Yes, thank you, Soldier.
Yeah, I can't wait to not tune in. I'll come in and say hey to you, Tom. But
are you saying you should come on to the link? Do you want the link that day?
Now, if I'm invited, I'll be more than happy to accept an invite.
Do you think Anthony will be inviting you? Because I think Anthony will invite you, I'm sure.
That's up to you. It's up to him. Whatever you
No, Anthony basically decides himself. I mean, he doesn't Anthony doesn't really ask for people's advice. He just does it. You know,
see, that's where I can't.
But I've got a guest now. But there is a guest that has had enough and wants to talk to you. And I like to bring this guest on only if you insist.
Definitely. I'd love to meet him.
And it's the reigning defending ROEW champion who's going to be going into the Hall of Fame once again here in America.
James. This spring water is really good. Tom, always make sure you drink spring water because it's high in minerals and everything. Do not drink purified water. It rots your teeth. You kind of look like this guy that's about to talk. Go ahead.
What happened to you keeping your composure there, bud? You said you were going to say nice things.
I didn't say anything. I'm sorry.
I came on here to hear with the nice things you have to say. See, my daughter's out here tonight, James, so I won't go off on you like I normally do on Sportswire. You have a pass tonight. I'm here to hear directly face-to-face what you think about your ROEW champion heading into Golden Glory next weekend. Because the way I see it, CJ's got a few over on me in the last recent weeks, but natural selection is riding high going into Golden Glory, and I just want to hear your thoughts on that real quick.
I look forward to the event, and I look forward to the challenging matchup that you and CJ, the spirited contest that we're going to have next weekend in ROEW at Golden Glory. Jason Storm, I really hope that you succeed, but in a very positive way, because you are the champion of the world. You are the top champion in this community. I am going to say that.
Number one.
You hold the number one championship in all of underground wrestling.
You know what? And
And
that's
that's
right.
not a
And to
shot at
anyone
you,
watching,
that's a shot. But Jason Storm, I want you to know, your owner, the Nemesis James Taylor, despite all of our differences and everything, I know you don't like me. I damn sure don't like you, but I do. And I say this and I mean it from the heart. I do respect you, but that's as close to an apology as you'll ever get from me.
I'll tell you this, James. I almost feel the same. I almost do, but I agree with what you're saying. I am the top champion in all of underground wrestling, and I want to make that known. And everybody's had this talk that I don't defend my championship. I weasel my way into it. And I know I said it on Instagram earlier. I know things have kind of went awry with me and CJ the last few weeks anyway, despite what you really wanted. You wanted order, you wanted peace. That didn't happen because Mr. Scumbag couldn't keep his hands off of me. But that's okay. I want everyone to know during the main event of Golden Glory next weekend, you have my sincere word. Natural Selection will not even be present during my entrance. You won't see them next to me cheering me on. They will not be in the building because I don't want to hear any excuses at the end of the night when I finally raise my championship over CJ Black.
I can respect that.
Now, James,
can
I want to
respect
know. The world wants to know because you're on here. You guys are talking 2K25, and to me, that's really irrelevant because I don't play video games. I train. I'm the top dog, and I want to know what your predictions are for the main event of Golden Glory. Are you supporting the reigning defending champion, or are you hoping Mr. Black goes over, pulls a fast one, if you will?
That's totally biased. I'm not going to pick any side, really. I just want a hell of a main event, but I want it the right way. Don't disappoint me, Jason, because consequences will happen. Don't disappoint me. I don't care. Technically, I don't care if you succeed and you win and you retain your championship. I will applaud you, and I'll tip my hat off to you if you do it right. But if you backdoor your way to a victory, you will disappoint me and the ROEW universe. And on top of that, there will be consequences. So please don't, just like I told anybody that decides to, don't cross that line. Just have a fair one-on-one match and keep it as unpersonal and keep it business as you can. You should apologize to CJ Black for even bringing up his child, because how would you feel if the man brought up yours?
Well, the difference between me and CJ is if somebody brought up my daughter's name, they wouldn't be breathing and they wouldn't be standing on this earth. So,
I can respect that.
apologies. See, I'm kind of tired of people saying that what I did was so terrible. I had to do what I had to do to get what I wanted. A one-on-one championship match with CJ Black. I asked for it 3 months ago. I asked nicely. I may have attacked him, but I asked nicely. I asked you nicely. Nobody would give me what I wanted. So I had to stoop to lengths that CJ really should be familiar with. Because let's not forget, CJ beat up Jacob Collins' dad. CJ has talked about my dead mom in the past. The list goes on. See, everybody thinks CJ is this good guy now, for real. Good guy. I'm the only one. Natural Selection are the only one. Maybe even Zilla. Everybody just Everybody's so fooled. It's like you guys are sheep. CJ Black, everything that's going on, this born again BS, it's all a facade. and I'm going to expose that facade at Golden Glory. It's personal, James. It's going to be as personal as I need it to be, because it's been personal since 2 years ago when I stepped into ROEW and I got disrespected.
And this is the most anticipated main event, maybe in underground wrestling history. Jason Storm, who is here right now, is the ROEW champion, goes one-on-one finally with the good guy CJ Black. This is a match that is months in the making, and we're going to see it here coming up next weekend here. Please go to the ROEW YouTube page, and you can watch the show, and as well as all of Natural Selection will be in action and defending their championship. So please go out there and support ROEW. Champ, I did want to ask you while I had you, I know you're a very busy man, but a slight detour. It was announced last night. It was actually announced here on this platform that you're going to be a part of the Riot in the Ring here. The Riot in the Ring 2 coming up, and it was you and Cash Carter is going to be a part of it as well. And I was curious for the audience, what's your thoughts here in being a part of the Riot in the Ring 2 hosted by NEW coming up here later this June?
Well, it's real simple, Tom. See, Jason Storm is known for traveling, and you would say I'm showing up in a new place coming in June, and I really don't care who it is. I don't care what I have to do, but Natural Selection shows out, and it doesn't mean ROEW. We are taking over this whole scene. So whoever has the guts in Massachusetts at New, Jason Storm will be ready.
And it's funny that you said that, because I had asked James the question that, well, what if Jason Storm goes out there and does the best of anybody in Riot in the Ring 2, and how would he feel as the owner of ROEW? And James, I ask you again, now that the champion is here, I mean, how would you feel if Jason Storm goes out there and whatever it might be here at this Riot in the Ring 2 and goes out and beats person after person that's in front of him, like he's been doing and like he's been saying these past 4 months as the ROEW world champion? What would be your thoughts on that? And would you want to say anything to Jason and wishing him well going to the Riot in the Ring 2?
Well, I mean, this event's supposed to happen in June.
Correct.
I wouldn't expect the man to say anything less. It's admirable what he's saying. He wants to go out there and be the absolute best and beat the hell out of every single person that ends up in that Riot in the Ring. And I wouldn't expect him to say anything less at all, because he was the Cyclone, and now he's the puppet master. Maybe he's going to have all these guys under his strings. Who knows? I mean, if he's going to go out there and represent ROEW and represent the world as the greatest world champion and all of this community, then I say go for it, Jason. But if you go in there and expect to go in guns blazing and destroy everybody, that's one thing. But I wouldn't be surprised if you went in there and all eyes were on you and they jumped you and they all destroyed you. But I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just going to say always have your eyes in the back of your head going. Make sure you got your ears open. Make sure when you go to a business meeting and an interview, you don't have a disrespectful hat on. You take that shit off and be professional. And you go in there and you do business and you take care of business.
What's wrong with my hat?
You look like a jackass, but that's another topic.
Takes one to know one, but I'll leave you gentlemen with this tonight, and then I'm going to get back to what I was doing.
And we have a lot of people in the chat that want to talk, so we'll let you go, champ. You're a busy man.
June, come Riot in the Ring. It doesn't matter, because I'm going to do there what I do in Michigan at ROEW, in the big leagues, the top promotion in this scene, and what I'm going to do to CJ Black at Golden Glory. I'm going to prove every one of you that doesn't believe in Natural Selection wrong. When Cash Carter shows up, he's going to prove everybody, without a shadow of a doubt, to everybody what Natural Selection is about. And I see some familiar faces are going that I've ran into in other places.
Yep.
And there's going to be some brand new faces at New. It really doesn't matter, because these hands don't discriminate when it comes to smacking people's faces. Ooh. And James, when you show up to ROEW, the way you're talking,
I know you'll shake my hand like a man.
My hand might come across yours too. Gentlemen, Have a great night, James.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for
champ. We'll
the
see you
well
this
wishes.
coming weekend. And that is the ROEW champion, Jason Storm. And Natural Selection will be going into the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame very soon. But first, Golden Glory. But boy, James, you were getting a tough crowd tonight. You had Jason Storm here, Dish It, and you got a lot of people in the chat. Tough crowd tonight. I thought Aaron Blaze might be getting some of the tough crowd tomorrow, but you're
I
getting the
love
tough
it.
crowd.
I love it. It's
Well,
all
we'll get
entertainment. It's all
well,
entertainment.
yeah, it is definitely
That's what we're here to
entertainment.
do.
And flying Delta Airlines is a safer bet than gambling on Jackie's boy return to wrestling. I'm not sure why Jack Delta's in the crossfire, but we'll find out why. Parsley, I told you a long time ago, Zilla is a mark. She's a hypocrite, jumps on the bandwagon of the next thing out there. That's
Yeah, but yet
different word.
Zilla says that I have the best stunner in this whole community, so I don't know.
Well, I'm not getting in the middle of that. Jack Delta says Justin Parsley can stick it with a stun don't shine. I haven't wrestled in 6 months and he still ranks higher than Justin Parsley. That's a strong word.
Where's this ranking system? I am curious about that.
No, I don't know. I think it's the BYW Hub rankings, maybe, which they did give me an award today. They gave me an award, which I really appreciate that. Champ, we might agree about Taylor, but I'm going to be at Riot in the Ring too, and I'll also see you there. Jason Storm, he's referring to. Delta, you rank higher than me to the losers like Zilla. I've been killing it in front of live crowds. You saw that firsthand, by the way. You have seen that firsthand while you were sitting on the couch, brother, because of me. Okay, I'm a mark and a hypocrite. I don't care about your opinions. Wow, Zilla's getting into it tonight. Zilla's turning into one of her idols, Anthony Steele here. Same with Parsley, brother. We've been in front of live crowds. You sitting on your ass on the couch here. Boy, it's a tough crowd tonight on Sportswire. I thought tomorrow would be the tough crowd.
It ain't tough on me. They're just, they're having it out with each other.
I have no idea why. Zilla watches wrestling with her eyes closed. Is that possible? Can somebody watch wrestling with their eyes closed? I mean, I know Michael Jordan years ago used to shoot free throws with his eyes closed, but I didn't realize you could do wrestling with your eyes closed. I mean, some people said Bret Hart could do that, but I think that's a little bit of a stretch. The only reason she prefers your stunner, Jack Delta still ranks higher as a wrestler. Who else we got here in the chat? Who knows, Soldier? The amount of what ifs, it's never going to get happened, proved wrong all the time. In the words of the loser on the screen, Delta, I guess talking to you, James Taylor, never say never, kid. Compared me to Delta, you have more years in this business, but compared to me, you're a kid in a man's world. And I proved that already. Thank you. I support the House of Wolves and Natural Selection and Jack Delta instead of you, Justin Parsley. And why? I don't know why of that. And yes, TPW's got new content coming up. They got the match results that'll be being released in a little while. Jack Delta, when are you coming back to Backyard Wrestling? Well, stay tuned. That's up to Mr. Delta and his God. Never, Zilla. I don't know if it's a never. You said never say never, so I'm going with that. I'm going to safely get out of that. You're welcome. Zilla, you said you supported me no matter if I was a heel or a face. Why are you a hypocrite? I don't know what happened with Matsuda. Yeah, I hope he's okay. That's a good point, and we do hope he's okay. We want that Yoshi's doing well. Soldier, you just might be right. I don't know when or if I'll ever be back. Fair point. Not even Violence Enterprise in FBW, which has been dominating the world right now, can hold the title that Jason Storm has. Did Chris Jericho take out Delta's crush? Because I want to be the first. That's a little personal, don't you think? I'm sorry, but that's a little personal. Delta knows if he comes back, I'll be waiting to send him back to the sidelines. Wow. Naughty there. Who else we got here that we missed? Understand that if I ever come back to Wrestling, Soldier, it'll be the worst day of your life. Wow. Not to quote the Nickelback song, if today was your last day, I guess. So Jack Delta saying it'll be the worst day if today was your worst day. But empty threats, like you said, you ain't ever coming back. I don't know where this is coming from. I'm going to get to more interesting. Yeah, this is getting interesting.
I think Soldier was picked on a lot in school.
What? He's a big guy. You sure about that?
Cheeks. He grew out the dreads and stuff so he can look like a tough guy, and then did what he did with IMF, and now he thinks he's unstoppable. You ain't no popular monster, sweetheart. You just another guy with nasty ass dreadlocks and sweaty titties. So,
but he's a big guy, though. You sure he was getting bullied? I think he would be the guy.
Yeah, I think he was bullied, and that's why he likes to try and bully other people. He definitely can't bully me, and I proved that in the ring. I don't know if anybody really caught it, but in the beginning of that match, he
Yes.
pushed me. And when he pushed me, because I turned him around to ask him what the hell he was doing, he needed to
Let's
pay
get to
attention to
some
what was
more.
going on.
Let's
He
get to
pushed me,
some
but
more
he sure
content.
didn't.
James,
he sure didn't expect me to push his ass back.
James, I haven't had a Sportswire show with this kind of comments in a while. It's good to be back. I will go on record to say I support the king, Justin Parsley, the king of Palo. There you go, the champ who is here now and was here live in front of us. And Zilla, nobody cares about your opinion, especially when your opinion changes more and the Big Show turning. He did change quite a bit, the Big Show. Wasn't there like 1 week?
Soldier, nobody cares about.
This is a good point. Wasn't there 1 week where the Big Show was a face and then the next week a heel or something like that? Like in
Yeah, something
2002?
like that. But I would like to go on record to say that,
Yes.
Soldier, nobody cares about your opinion as crappy as it is.
He's the All Wrestling Matters champion, though.
That don't mean a lick of shit. He's an All Wrestling Matters champion. There's more to it than that. He for how long? Until somebody that actually will come along and kick his little sorry ass. And the only reason he won't defend the title against me is because he knows I'll kick his ass 1-on-1. He had to have Justin Parsley in there. He wanted to add me to the equation just so he can try and get his hands on me. And
Well,
what
he
happened
did.
with that?
Well, that's the PWI.
Cost him his match.
And I certainly respect all of those points, but he defeated D'Angelo the Flame, Soldier GP.
And again, D'Angelo the Flame, hell of a talent. He really is. But he hasn't been in it as long as I have. He hasn't went against me 1-on-1.
That's true.
And
And
D'Angelo
you guys
the
shared a
Flame
locker room
respects
together.
James
I
Taylor.
think you guys did share a locker room together, right?
Yeah,
You did. Speaking of people you shared a locker room with, my buddy Cameron Cage, your buddy Cameron
There's
Cage.
a guy right there.
Celebrated an anniversary not too long ago with his other half, and a happy anniversary to the Lovebirds. Storm is one of the most royally respectable advisors in my court. So Justin Parsley seems to be happy Jason Storm came on tonight. Boy, we had a big crowd tonight. Hi to Cameron Cage. Taylor, you know for a fact I'm a tough guy. My stunner kept you down for a 3 count, didn't it?
I guess. I mean, that don't matter. That's just 3 seconds.
The leader of natural selection,
it wasn't enough to get the job done, Soldier.
So Zilla's not friends with Justin Parsley. After we heard months about Justin Parsley and Zilla, and now they're not friends anymore. That's sad. That's really sad. I like to be friends with as many people as possible, and
that's sad.
Friendship is no more. I'm sad to hear that. That would be a great match. It would be a great match, you and Soldier again. I'd love to see it. I would believe in the leader of natural selection, the ROEW champion, Jason Storm, in natural selection. Justin Parsley in caps locks. You know, when you put something in caps locks, you know what's up. We were never friends, Zilla. I gave you my words of affirmation.
Carefully, Kyle Reese is getting upset. He might be going back in time. Chill out. It's 2025. He needs to go back to 1984 with that attitude.
Are they going to do one more Terminator? Because I feel like after the last one I saw, like Arnold should stick to like maybe just doing TV commercials.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Taylor, I know just like you know, you'll never show up again because you're, let's just say.
Yeah, he can say that. But again, let me quote somebody famous. You see, it's sometimes they're just a burden. They're just so big. But, I could try and, get them, put them into my bag, and then make my way up to the middle of nowhere, pencil neck, freaking Palo, Iowa.
You were there? No,
you can't call
it pencil neck. We love the IMF on
I'd walk right into that Palo Center. I'd go right up to you, and I'd slap you in your damn mouth. I'd make sure I get all the Oreos and the cookie fudge and all the shit out of your beard.
How do you know he had Oreos? How do you know he had Oreos?
Because it smelled like Fruit Loops whenever he was trying to get in my face.
Oreos and Fruit Loops smell like 2 different things.
That boy damn sure needed a Tic Tac. I tell you what. Threw up 3 times.
Well, I'm going to leave that at that. Yeah, I like to make a lot of new friends. Me too. I like to make a lot of friends. But then again, as Anthony would call it in the Summer Bash trailer, I'm a politician. But he's partially right because I'm partially a politician. But Zilla's a bad person. Yeah. Oh, I don't know about that. Zilla, I urge you to reconsider your views on Justin Parsley. If he was an ROEW, he would realize natural selection. It's a clever point. Vile, evil Zilla. Zilla's evil. I just don't know who to trust anymore in IMF wrestling. Maybe I have trust issues with some people in IMF.
Hey, Zilla, you know what? I'm going to support you. I think maybe IMF is just not for you. You should just watch. You should just watch Natural Selection over there in ROEW and just be your fan. And everything will
Well,
be
I
fine.
mean, I want Zilla to watch as many companies as she should. I mean, I think that we
Of
want to.
course.
Now ROEW and IMF. You know that I love ROEW and IMF, and you know I'm gonna urge everybody to watch ROEW and IMF, and I'm gonna urge Zilla to watch ROEW and IMF.
Look at Jason actually acknowledging the fact that he's only got one fan.
Well, you know what? I mean,
I feel
maybe.
bad for him.
Well, maybe he's actually talking about a fan in his room. Maybe he's looking because it's getting warmer now in the Midwest, and maybe he's talking about he only has one fan in his room, and Zilla is acting as a fan to cool things down, and he has legions of fans, and ROEW has thousands of YouTube subscribers, and Natural Selection played a role in that. So, not to get in the middle of that, I'm not doing that, but I think what Mr. Storm is talking about is from an object standpoint. I would imagine, considering he is the ROEW World Heavyweight Champion, and we know Golden Glory is going to generate thousands of views. I mean, we agree that Golden Glory as a whole is going to generate thousands of views.
Yes.
All
Of
right, there you
course.
go. See,
Damn
See
right.
now that's where that's where I had to bring in my debate skills in law class in college. I had to bring it back to give everybody a fair shake. We have to do that. And Chase Wakefield hates Justin Parsley too, by the way. I still don't understand why he hates Justin Parsley.
I'm still trying to figure out who exactly Kyle Reese is. And that's
You
just,
said who he was. You said it was the Terminator movie.
Ned Flanders, David Spade, Kyle Reese, they all have something in
Well,
common. I
you
just
know what?
haven't
He's
figured
here.
it out
He's
yet.
been. But we're gonna close the show with him because he, for whatever reason, did you give him a link?
I give nobody links because this is not my show.
I didn't
This
give
is
him
your show.
I didn't give him a link tonight, so I would imagine that Soldier or somebody else gave him a link. But he's here to probably,
ladies and gentlemen, good evening.
10 minutes. We got 10 minutes to close the show. We're closing at Anthony Steele.
James Taylor.
Where are you, by the way? Are you traveling? Where are you traveling to? The next IMF show? Are you all right? Where are you traveling to?
Oh, I'm just vibing, man. You know what it is. It's the season to be jolly in the
That's
fucking
Christmas.
middle of March. Yeah,
That's
it's Christmas every day because everything's a gift. Every day is a gift. A day to be breathing.
I didn't know you were religious. Since when did you
So-
get to the religion side of you?
So, James, how you doing, buddy? I miss you. I love you. I respect you, boss. I really do. It's good. It's a good day to see James Taylor and Anthony Steele on the same screen on Sportswire.
By the way, Anthony, I actually got to give you a little bit of credit because now Darkron was here at the beginning of the show. Now, I did suggest to Darkron that when Darkron does the Dark Chronicles, that he should get you and James on to watch one of your legendary matches you guys have with each other. But Mr. Kron respectfully said he'll get you to do one part, he'll do James another part. But I did suggest that, by the way.
Hey, that's fire, James. Let's tell the story for the 30th time. We got
Darkron's going to tell it from a new angle.
I can't believe I'm probably going to say this. I think I'd rather have Jason Storm on here right now.
Well, Jason Storm was here, though, already.
I know. Can you send him an invite back?
I don't think he's coming back on.
James, I'm not here to fight. I'm really not.
Like that Tina Turner song, we don't want to fight.
Here to just, just have fun. Have a good night, man. It's a Sunday night.
We were supposed to have Yoshimatsu Matsuda. We hope he's okay. But it turned into like a Sportswire episode that we haven't had in weeks, where it was just the chat is just all of a sudden angry. And tomorrow, Anthony, Aaron Blaze is back on Sportswire, so it's probably the
Who?
Aaron Blaze. He's back on Sportswire. Yeah, you might want to not tune into that episode.
Who?
Aaron Blaze. The headline.
Who?
Next question. He's here tomorrow.
The only headline I see is James Taylor and Anthony Steele gracing the Sportswire screen.
Well, that's true too. You guys are definitely headlines, and you'll be reunited on Friday's show with Darkron because Darkron is gonna definitely invite the two of you. It's his birthday, and you know how much he thinks of you guys, and Darkron loves everybody. So I'm sure
everyone wants the real deal to celebrate their birthday because I put on the best parties, man.
And Comatose said he walked into James and Anthony, pretty much. Yeah, that's what he did.
But James, man, I love you, man. I miss you. You know, when are you coming back to IMF, man? Like, we
When you start actually getting some intelligence and realizing that it's nighttime and dumbasses don't wear sunglasses out at night.
see, but look. Like, I'm trying to be nice, man. I'm not here to talk shit. You
Anthony
know,
was
Hello,
actually pretty good
sweetheart.
on Friday. Anthony, you were
come.
pretty good this
Hey,
week.
look,
Listen,
listen,
James, listen for once, please. It's not a bad thing to listen sometimes. But
you're
it's
right. Maybe you should listen to your
but
elders.
but James, like we lost Damian Sate in the IMF. You
Oh,
know,
that's unfortunate.
uh, you know, we're losing more people. Remington Striker's getting to that age where he's probably going to break two hips at the same time, or maybe both quads, walking down like.
Well, he's a Chiefs fan. His Chiefs
Um,
lost the Super Bowl, and
I
he's
mean,
probably picking up the pieces of if
James,
Taylor and Travis
we
break up. I mean,
we
come on.
need some more star power, you know, because the list is getting kind of short, man. You know, with me and Omen sitting at the top of the fucking company, you know, challengers are not really lining up for us anymore. You know, I've yet to find out who my opponent is for St. Patty's Day Massacre.
Oh, that's bad
And,
booking. Then that's not my fault.
Yeah, he's ROW on there. Why are
I mean,
you asking him
James,
about that?
This is the show I run. I don't run IMF.
I don't- you know, obviously they don't want to go out and find somebody. Maybe I should go out and find somebody myself. So, James Taylor, would you
Do
like
you
to
have that power? Do you have that power?
face and the real deal, Anthony Steele, the greatest United States champion of IMF history, at St. Patty's Day Massacre for my championship?
But are you? He's asking you, are you able to book the match
I,
that you want?
obviously, I can, because Dirty Donnie's not doing his fucking job. So someone
If Dirty's not here, we can't speak for Dirty. And respectfully speaking,
someone has to. Someone has to do the booking. You know, at this
are
point,
you on the? Well, are
I'd
you
rather-
on the creative team? I mean, does
like,
IMF have a creative team? Are
I
you on
create my
that?
own story. I create my own story. I create my own legacy. And
Right.
who wouldn't want to see Anthony Steele versus James Taylor 3 inside IMF? Shit, we did it at Redacted number 1. We did it at Redacted number 2. Like, why not do it at a place that matters, a place that gets
But
views?
James right now is running
just-
ROW though. He's running ROW.
Maybe these one-on-one matches is one main reason why these places get redacted or whatever you say. I'd hate for the IMF to be redacted if me and you clash.
No. We don't want that. We don't want that.
Look.
We love ROW.
When we crash,
I can't though. I'm gonna have to decline right now because I'm busy that day. I'm running an actual really good company up in
He's
Michigan.
actually right now
I got
in
stuff going on.
ROW office suite right now. He is actually in the office suite of the ROW.
you're right.
And getting
I
ready
heard
to
there's
do-
a guy. I heard there's a guy that's in Pennsylvania who likes to make himself champion a lot, at least 16 times. He's a 16-time world champion, and I think he might even be on here tomorrow. I'd
Is
pay
Blair here tomorrow?
money
Are you talking-
to
is
see
you-
him one-on-one with you.
Now I
would take
yes,
it.
I would love to see that match. I'll bring it up. I mean, I think that'll be a good match. You and that guy.
Headliner. I mean, that's star power right there.
Yeah.
That would be money. Wouldn't you, Tom? I'd get me a New York style pizza. I'd sit down with Tom.
But I would
watch
also
that
say
shit on an
16 times.
IMAX.
Anthony, are you opining to want Ric Flair's final match? You said 16 times, right?
No, unfortunately, not Ric Flair, and no, not John Cena, because they got other stuff they're doing.
You all say Cena's gonna have 17, so we can't.
I was talking about a guy in the community, or kind of the community, in his own world, actually, who thinks he's a 16-time world champion in his own company. But anyways, nonetheless, I think that is a guy who needs to be humbled, and if anybody could humble him, it would be
I'm
Anthony
gonna
Steele.
leave that at that. That's a different conversation for a different time. Yes,
You're right. I am the right person to humble fucking Aaron Shitstain, and mark his fucking name off the list. You know, lately I've been wanting star caliber matches. I want to face a true headliner at St. Patty's Day Massacre, and if I can't get James,
but while you may do that, Anthony, I've got management here, and I want to get to management. Anthony Steele, I have made a call, and all will be revealed soon. And I know for a fact it's going to be a banger, and I know we will have a new United States champion. So Anthony Steele, forget about outside guys or whoever else you want to talk about that's here tomorrow. you are going to have your opponent revealed soon. And Il Drago is here next Sunday, Anthony, by the way. Il Drago is back. The High Chief is here, and he's going to have plenty to say to Samoan Dragon.
You said it's going to be a banger. So does that mean you finally did you get Damian Saint back? Because that would be a banger. I mean, is
All will be revealed soon. That's all will be revealed soon.
Felix Jones going to pull a double duty and face Anthony Steele and Omen Black in the same night, or no? Tom, I got it. I got this one. And I feel like I can see it. I can see it writing.
Not you and Jovi again, please. Not you. And Jovi.
I see it writing itself. We got. Just hear me out. Coming out of retirement for the third time, we have at IMF St. Paddy's Day Massacre, Anthony Steele, the real deal, the realest United States champion in history, versus Chris Craven.
That's not happening. I don't think they're going to book that. Whatever you mentioned, that was.
You're right. No one's going to book that for the simple fact that there's not a damn person that IMF can book against me to take this United States Championship off of me.
Well, they're going to reveal that when they decide to. So let's go into reality. Let's not go into fantasy.
So the reality is, I am going to remain the IMF United States champion after St. Paddy's Day Massacre. I will then become the longest reigning United States champion, and I will go on for many more months and retain my championship to the point where I'm going to have to vacate it because there's no one left to beat me.
Well, time will tell. I mean, we'll certainly see that being revealed.
I mean, it would be no problem for me to take it. It's just I don't really need it.
Okay, all I'll take is a snap of the finger. Because it can't be no other way. Never say never, kid. You know, you gotta.
Your lack of intelligence just gets me. You get me. You know what?
I do get you, James. I got your number. I got your fucking ego in lock. I got your head put on straight, man.
No, sweetie, you don't. No.
Anthony, you know, don't you think that the WWE ID program would be seeing some of this, and maybe you'd want to be a little more tamer to James?
WWE ID, dude. You got the hottest talent right now, the IMF United States champion, knocking at your door every single day. Come sign me. Let me go on to Evolve. Let me show Evolve what I can really do. Let me do something that James Taylor thought about back in 2005 that he can never.
I could go in there at 40 and impress them quicker than you could. So
you're not.
And Comatose said that he just wants a little bit left of Aaron Blaze so he can torture him. But
You're right. I'll let you handle your business, Comatose, because if someone talked to me about having a threesome with my girl, I would beat their ass too.
I just stop.
So, and here's the best thing, man. I finally got it booked. IMF is finally recognizing my talent. It's finally recognizing my star power, and I get to fly Southwest to IMF this month. I get to fly Southwest.
I thought you drive there, though. How would you be able to fly there?
Now I get the luxury, a full, luxurious, paid-for flight Southwest to the great city of Cedar Rapids, Iowa, to go then.
But you're in the Midwest. I'm not following this. Help me understand.
I'm not following his geographical location experience either.
See, why drive when I can just sit back and relax? Fully paid for.
Where in you're Southwest? You talking about Nevada? You talking about Arizona, New Mexico? What? Because Cedar Rapids is northwest of you, Jack.
All I asked for was the Aaron Blaze treatment, man. That's all.
Oh, you want to go to Pennsylvania?
Like I asked for the Aaron Blaze treatment, because obviously.
Well, if you want to go to YBW, do you want to wrestle in YBW?
Sorry, no offense to my actual people that I mess with in the trampolines. I'm sorry, I've surpassed that. Nor do I want to backtrack. And trust me, standing on a trampoline with Aaron Blaze, that's not talent, dude. I can jump off a trampoline by myself in my backyard. Like that's nothing to me. Get in a real ring, show what you really can do. Oh wait, my bad. I'm not the type of wrestler that has to ask someone what.
But he's wrestling. All right. So you know what? He'll be here tomorrow. Let's talk IMF. Let's leave that at the. I see Comatose and others are in the chat.
want to talk IMF?
Talk
IMF.
IMF for a few minutes. We're going to end the show in a few minutes because we're going to obviously we're not going to go down this road because we've had mainstream news on Sportswire. We have Doug Pinnick of King's X who shared one of my clips. It got 13,000 views. We have Vinny Appice of Black Sabbath who watches Sportswire. Right, he only played in the band that's coming back one more time. So let's certainly leave that at that. Yep.
We could talk IMF. IMF. The thing about IMF is IMF will never book Aaron Blaze. Because that's not what's
Comatose is now saying he's got to get in on this. But why was shooting on Blaze for what? I don't understand what.
I thought we were talking about ROEW.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. Who's shooting?
Okay, well, that's what
I didn't. Hey, James, you're old school, right? You're old school. I didn't know telling the truth was shooting.
Oh, I don't know enough about what this is.
I mean, it's considered a straight shoot if it's the truth sometimes. I mean.
It's called factual. It's called facts that can be proven. It is called Anthony Steele has made a career of.
All right. Well, I appreciate all that.
I love this. I love Sportswire Radio. I love IMF. I love competing inside the doors of IMF. That ring is my second home.
Now, who do you think is going to compete against you for the U.S. title? Let's talk about that for the last few minutes.
Obviously, not Nicholas Crenson.
Yeah, well, okay, now that I agree with you on. It ain't going to be Nicholas Crenson.
Obviously, not Remington Stryker. You saw what
Remington
happened.
Stryker has to worry about if Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are still a thing.
I mean, you know what? Champion versus champion. Anthony Steele, the United States champion, versus Prince Achia, the Midwestern champion.
Doesn't he not like you though? Doesn't that a guy doesn't like
have to like me to step in the ring with me because I'll show him a reason why to like me because then I'll take his belt and have Anthony Steele 2 belts.
I don't think he's gonna have that match with you. I think he's got his own business.
Or I mean, listen, we could have Dirty Donnie get out of his elder seat behind the commentary desk and actually sit back in a ring and face one-on-one with me.
Well, how you could just wait until management reveals it. Management will reveal it when they decide. Comatose wanted to say that's literally the definition of shooting. I don't know what are we. I'm confused on what we're talking about here. I mean,
hey, Comatose. It's just business. It's just business.
And Justin Parsley's even saying I think he's not sure. And we have Yoshimatsu Matsuda here. Oh boy, this will be interesting. We'll have him here for a few minutes.
Hey, I would love to talk to Yoshi.
Well, let's see what he has to say first. Mr. Matsuda, I know we were supposed to have done this like 3 hours ago. Wanted to bring you in here. I see you're on here. How you feeling, first of all, and what's good?
Look, I'm going to be honest with you.
But I want to give you a few minutes here to talk. What's going on?
I don't even know. I just got out of hospital this morning. Brutalized, destroyed. My fight with Alex James was amazing. It was not what I expected at all. Alex absolutely showed me up. I'm so sorry for missing this.
No, listen,
appearance.
Trust me. Don't even worry about it. It's a good time to see you for a few minutes and end the show. And, long as you're okay, because a lot of guys were asking about you, actually. So, as long as you're okay.
I think I'm just going to make this statement here. I think I proved to all of these pro wrestlers that I can actually throw hands. I'm actually what I say I am. I'm actually the man that I stand on business as, that I am the man who I am, that I'm a legitimate martial artist, that I am Yoshimatsu Matsuda, the fighter. Now, all due respect to everyone that I love in this industry. Anthony, James, I respect the shit out of you. You guys are the fucking stance in this industry. You guys prove why you're the best. But with all due respect to everyone, I think I proved at Battle Force that not only am I a decent pro wrestler, I'm a fucking amazing mixed martial artist. I showed that I can bleed legitimately James Dvorak, or Jake Dvorak, what the fuck your name is. I think I proved that Wrestling Zero, me and Ace Reed, we're actually legit. And this is a full heel turn, guys. This is a full heel turn. I fucking ran out at Wrestling Zero and beat the shit out of Robbie Ryan. He's okay, by the way. That was a work.
Yeah,
But
I watched the footage. That was definitely, a serious attack there, no question.
the crash out on the ring too. The
Yep.
thing is, I'm done with people making comments about Faye. She was an amazing woman. She did all of this work for Wrestling Zero. And I can't believe that people have the fucking audacity. And I'm sorry, please get the button for that. But
That's okay.
they disrespect her name. XCW Online, the Australian promotion, and I'll name names, disrespect my dead partner. And then they expect no repercussions. But again, ladies and gentlemen, I proved that I am legit. I proved, and I hope Alex is okay, because I walked out of this with a serious concussion. I hope that he's all right, because he and I proved yesterday that not only can we fight, we can throw hands legit, and no one's ever going to doubt us again. Because if they do, come to Australia and I'll show you what I'm made of.
And we're going to definitely watch some of this here coming up. And also, if you'd like to follow Wrestling Zero, I see a lot of people here. Please hit the sub button for Wrestling Zero. We're definitely very excited to see what the guys are going to do here coming up. The season is getting ready to start. And we really are excited to talk more about this and get you here when you're feeling better, soon. And obviously, we're glad you're okay. And whatever it is, we're going to pray that everything is going to be all right. I know Ace is coming back later this month. I spoke to Ace. I think last week we're going to bring Ace back on. So we're excited about that. And, just hang in there and just, try to, get some rest. And, I'll definitely bring you back on, maybe, next week or the following week. And, we'll do, what we were supposed to have done here tonight.
Yeah, no, I do apologize,
No. Listen, things happen. Trust me. People, were asking about you, and I was like, I'm sure it would have been, we knew it was, something serious, and things happen. Trust me.
Yeah, I only got out like just over half an hour ago, and I'm just like kind of chilling. And
yeah, go listen, go get just even you being here is reminds me of in basketball. There was a player, Willis Reed, who came out in the 7th game of the 1970 NBA Finals, and it was on one leg, and he scored like 10 points. You did the same thing here, so definitely look, man. People have a lot of respect for you, and whatever it is, you come back and we'll reschedule, and you just let me know, and just hang in there, man.
Thank you, Tom. And to James, thank you very much. It's always good to see you, my friend. I hope you're good. Always a pleasure to see you. Anthony, again, you as well, my friend. Both amazing people. I consider idols.
And the
James
Nexus,
especially.
I want to shout out our Nexus because our Nexus is here. They've been here the whole time. We thank our Nexus for their support. We love our Nexus here.
And I wanna thank everyone. Even though I'm kind of a heel at the moment, FTW, Dead Ops, all of them. But
I did love the Dead Ops thing on Zero when you did the whole shoot thing on FTW and Dead Ops. I did enjoy that. I know I wasn't supposed to say that, but I did enjoy it.
But you know what? It's a catchphrase now. It's better than the one I had, And I just want to say I appreciate this industry, to the people that are all full of heart and that are respectful. It's very, very, very rare to see people that don't go into business for themselves, because I've seen the bet. At the moment, all I'm seeing is the negatives in the industry. Lights.
That's why I'm trying to, be the, let everybody get a shot at, I know, we've talked about this a few days ago, and we want to give everybody a fair shake, and I'll always do my best to do that. And, just hang in there, but listen, get your health in order. Maybe we'll bring you back next week, get some rest. I'll definitely talk to you, and, hang in there, and thank you for all you do. If you're out here, I know a lot of people are here. Please do me a favor. Go hit the sub button for Wrestling Zero. There are 3 subscribers away from 150. I see a ton of people here. So if you can, hit the sub button for them. Last week's show was really exciting. And I think what's ahead, you're going to see in what's ahead is going to be even more exciting. So, Mr. Matsuda, go get some rest. I'll see you soon. And thank you for all you do.
Give me a second.
Before you go, Omen Black, we're gonna close the show with him in a few minutes, did want to say something to you.
I was supposed to have Yoshi. What's up, man?
Oh, I didn't see you there. Sorry about that, Omen.
Hello, my good friend. I hope you're amazing, man. Bless you.
I'm doing good, man. Hey, get well soon, man.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. It's amazing to hear from you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for making a
Thank you.
difference.
I'm just a humble man, guys. I'm just a humble guy, just trying to make it out here.
Yoshi, it's
Thank you so much for just.
Mr. Matsuda, if I may, if I can give you a little veteran advice, I am a little bit older than you, and I know I get cracked the jokes all the time on us old guys, so I'm sure you've heard it too. Tell them to kiss your ass, but get your health in order, get some training in like a true samurai would, and go out there and come back and kick some ass because I know we all would like to see it.
Don't worry, I will. I'm gonna be working hard. All of that training that month for that fight, I'm gonna be doing even more when I come back to zero. I'm coming back with force. My neck's okay. My head's a bit shaky, but I apologize if I'm stumbling over my words.
No, don't
Still
worry.
not there.
I've heard worse on Sportswire. I've heard way
I'm gonna
worse.
come back with fire. I'm gonna come back with fire. And now that J Ryan's no longer part of Zero, he's turned his back on us. I'm gonna prove why I'm the Oyabun. Why all of these dead ops are going. Because I am the Shogun. No more. I am the leader of the syndicate, the Matsuda Gumi. I am the Oyabun. Because they're all my enemies. FTW! Dead ops! All of them! And that's me.
Thank you, Mr. Matsuda. We'll see you soon. I'll talk with you. I hope you feel better. And we'll reschedule this interview, which was supposed to be Mr. Yoshimatsu Matsuda, but he did come here, and we give him a lot of respect for that. We'll see you soon, Mr. Matsuda.
Hey, don't
Go
be
feel
sorry,
better.
man. Don't be sorry at all.
Good. I'm glad because it worked out well. Well, thank you, Mr.
Thank
Matsuda.
you, Tom. Thanks, guys. I'll see you later.
We'll see you soon. That was Mr. Yoshimatsu Matsuda, who did show up here, and give him a lot of credit. He's dealing with some injuries, and we're going to close the show with Omen Black on his show. And Omen, how you feeling? Anything you want to say tonight before we go? Anything you had something to say?
Like I said, I didn't get the chance to be humble on my birthday, so I'm going to be humble for the next 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, we got 9 minutes. We're gonna do 9 minutes here. Anthony, 9 minutes.
Even quicker for me.
I just want to say one thing.
Yes.
I want to give a shout out to a special lady out there that's watching. You know who you are. Much love. I'll holla at you. Stay smooth. Do what you got to do. And I just want to give a shout out to my boy Omen. Keeping it tight with me, boss.
Me?
Yeah, boy. You know, House of Wolves. You know, they try to tear us apart, boss. We can't let that happen. We ain't gonna let that happen. You know.
Get the comment out of here, Tom. Get it out of here.
Like, bro, that's right there. That's my boy right there. You come for him, I come for you.
Dave Taylor?
You don't have no special shout out for me. I'm not your
I
boy
got.
no more.
You know what?
We ain't friends no more. You don't like me no more.
I'm feeling very generous tonight. I want to give a shout out to the owner of ROEW, Mr. James Taylor, for doing a wonderful job of trying to keep everything cool, calm, and kosher over at ROEW.
I love how you use the kosher word. That's a good word there. I love that.
He's graduating. He's learning.
Kosher food. I love kosher food. By the way, thank you.
I just want to let y'all know, like. Again, Omen, I know you weren't here the other night when I said this. I love the IMF. I love working with the IMF. I love everything that we are doing. I love my boys in the house. James, our luxurious rivalry, you know, it's still going. It's going to continue to go until basically you die. But you know, I
die before me.
Nah, I think you're gonna die.
I know what's going on with Anthony. He got his taxes back today. You got them IMF taxes in?
Hey, look, IMF was they pay really well. You know, you wouldn't know that because you're like a one-time.
And that's why I'm the greatest world heavyweight champion. I know someone said that they had the greatest world champion in their company, but I strongly disagree.
Is that right? You disagree
and
with
Anthony,
James
I
Taylor.
just want to say that this was not. I don't know who Michaela is, but I'm not sure why that's there. I'm not sure who's Michaela.
She's just playing mind games. Get it off the screen, Tom.
I don't know anything about that. So, Anthony, I'm going to actually back you up on that. I don't know what's there at that, but I just hope that whatever
You
it
know
is.
what? You know
Omen,
what?
you got
I'll give a
Omen. You
shout out.
don't.
I'll give a shout out to my best friend, Michaela. You know, homies for life, bad bitches for life. You know what I'm talking about. You know what it
Okay,
is, gang.
that's good.
I don't know
But
why I like that.
but no, let's talk about the real friendship, the real bond, the real brotherhood with me and Omen. Like we're doing amazing things in IMF. We are finally, hopefully, going to get a lot more people
A
to
lot
understand.
many.
A
A
lot
lot
many, a
many.
lot more.
Go get your GED before you
A
start
lot,
talking
a
He
lot
Indonesian.
doesn't
more.
word right, all right? Leave him alone.
We're going to get a lot more people to open their eyes to our vision. And James, we're hoping that one day it will be you. See,
Me? What? What?
James
What?
is
What do you
opening his
need from
eyes.
me?
opening your eyes
James
to what is
respects me,
going
don't you,
on.
James?
James, you know what we're talking about. And it's not just happening in IMF. The foundation, there's scum everywhere. There is
He's not
foundation
foundation, though,
scum.
I
James.
There's
I guess
foundation.
I
There's
hate.
found. No. James, there's foundation scum in your own company,
I know.
and
I
they're
know.
lurking. They're
I
lurking,
I
and we
know, and
need you to.
I hate to agree with you. I actually hate to say that I do agree with you and Omen Black when it comes to if there's anything we do have in common. It's I don't give a damn about the foundation.
But Darkron's a
It sounds
foundation
like we're
member.
on the same page here, all right?
Darkron's a foundation member.
Dark Cron's is an exception, but
Ah.
everybody else like Soldier GP.
There's no
Do you
exceptions.
think Kyle
You're either
Shelby
the
would join the
house or
foundation
you're
by
an
any
enemy.
chance? Do you think that Kyle Shelby would join the foundation?
He could be an honorary member. I don't
I
know.
think that would be interesting. I don't know. He's improving.
Good thing we don't get paid to think on here anymore. Um,
Okay.
because
There has
that's
been
that's just as bad as trying to hire Aaron Blaze. Um,
Well, he's here.
Oh,
but
Listen, he's here tomorrow. He's going to get his opinion. He hasn't been here, and we're not going to talk about this. Obviously,
but
whatever it is, you'll
I
certainly
just
have your opinions, respectfully.
look. Like I said, I make a lot of money in IMF. I love you guys so much. Thank you, Tom, for letting me be on here. But I gotta go make some more money.
All right, so you go make some
So
money. We'll let you go, Anthony. Thank you for your
much
time.
love, guys. Thank you, Omen. I see you in 2 weeks. You beat the shit out of Felix, and I'm gonna beat the shit out of whoever Dirty Donnie has planned up his sleeve. You
Why
know,
don't you fight Soldier?
but like,
All right, we're
Soldier,
going to let Anthony
because
go with this.
no.
Anthony, go to
I'll say
work.
this. I'll say
Yeah.
this. The reason why I can't fight Soldier is because Soldier's regulated himself to the tag team division because as we've stated, he needs a partner to make him look relevant.
But he's the
So
All Wrestling Matters
Thank you,
champion.
Anthony. You know what? We're going to end on a high road. See you later, Anthony. And that was Anthony Steele, and we're going to end it on a high road there. But before we end the show tonight, Omen Black and James Taylor, what would you guys like to say as we end the show?
I know James was going to say something until he was rudely interrupted. I apologize, James.
Apology forgiven.
You got interrupted by Justin Parsley's rude comment, trying to play mind games with Anthony Steele. I apologize, but please continue what you're going to say.
What I was gonna say about
You know,
that Steele should face one-on-one Soldier GP. It's only fair that he goes after the All Wrestling Matters Championship, title for title, put it all on the line. I think that'd be a hell of a spectacle. Bring all the gold to the House of Wolves.
listen here. The only person that's going to get their hands on Soldier GP, you're looking at him. It's not Tom either. You're looking at the guy on the bottom.
I'm not going there.
As I'm the guy on the bottom, I'm really the guy on the top of the mountain right now.
As champ, okay? James Taylor, champ, Omen Black, with all due respect, sir, I would have done you guys, especially you, Mr. Black, a favor by beating the absolute crap out of that pig over there in the foundation known as Soldier GP. But your lackey came in and ruined that. So I can't do nothing for you right now.
So Yoshimatsu Matsuda would like to ask if he can't make any promises, but if he ever had the money, could he get one shot in the IMF against Soldier? And Soldier answered it and said yes. Said yes.
Here's little, since everyone knows I'm Soldier's brother. No, Soldier's scared of samurais. So I swear to God, it'd be great for me. He's scared of anything that's a samurai.
No, I listen. Soldier does not. Soldier, if that's up to Soldier. Soldier's a good man. He's a good man. I'm gonna say that that's the case. And Darkron's back. I mean, he's back.
Oh my God!
We're ending the show here, which we were hoping to end soon. But Mr. Kron is back. Mr. Kron, obviously, you're returned, and tell us why.
You know what, Tom? I'll say this: we have to up your firewall. Just letting these cancers just come into Sportswire. We got to up the firewall because we can't have scum.
No, well, Anthony mentioned it. Well,
in.
actually, we used this button because Anthony talked about an opponent that we're not even going to mention that person's name. He mentioned the name that was getting the bleep button for. But Mr. Kron's not that example.
I must have missed that.
You missed
prior arrangement.
And that name's never being mentioned again. But Mr. Kron, you're a name that's always going to be mentioned here. That's for sure.
Is it who I think it is?
Actually, you're muted, Mr. Kron. You're muted.
Was it?
He's muted. Unmute yourself.
Go ahead. My bad. What's up?
There you go, Mr. Kron. Before we sign off.
Hello, Omen.
Scum.
Good to see you again.
What do you want? Flip your hat back around. You look foolish. You're not 20. You're 40 or 50.
No.
I could take it off and I still look pretty. Anyway, we're counting down those days to Summer Bash.
What's that?
I count down the days to Summer Bash.
Trust me, Kron. I know how Dirty Donnie said whoever is world champion at the time, but trust me, I'm going to make sure it's going to be me because I want to take out every piece of shit in the foundation, and you're one of them.
I low-key hope you hold on to that title.
You know what? And I'm glad you're here because I want to tell you something. This has all been the game. Like, you see, when I face Matthew Forsaken, but now look at him. He's finally opened his eyes and see his true potential. Now he's causing havoc in REW. But him still wearing that foundation name, unfortunately, means he's going to fall like you, like Drago, like Mephisto, like Parsley, and like Soulja GP.
And Sean Jovi.
Who?
Sean Jovi?
I don't talk about their stupid lapdog.
And who doesn't want a steak after that? Tom, what a hell of a show. I really appreciate it.
I do want my Taco Bell. I do want my
sugar?
steak quesadillas. Mr. Kron, I'm giving you the last words here because I do want that steak quesadilla.
Omen, I'll see you in July. And then James Taylor, hope to see you soon.
Yeah, you know what, Kron? I hope you kick Alex Cross's ass at Golden Glory.
And good night, you feel better.
He's gonna choke. He's gonna choke.
Well, actually,
look.
Mr. Kron, you're gonna get your wish. Your birthday's Friday, and would you like to invite these guys to come back?
Let's go. Come visit me on my birthday.
I'd like to visit you on your birthday.
I'm busy. I'm gonna go donate somewhere or go send charity.
St. Jude. Oh, I get it. American Red Cross.
I'm gonna find literally anything else to do but spend time with you.
You can just send your lapdoggy fucking steel.
Kron, I had a light bulb go off. I had a light bulb.
All right, thank you everybody for tuning in. We will resume this Friday, Dark Kron's birthday. Check out the Dark Kron on YouTube. He's got the Dark Kron.
Hopefully it's gonna be his last birthday.
I am going to say, I hope you have 80 more birthdays, and I'm going to hope to be here for all of them. Check out the Dark Chronicles on Dark Kron's YouTube page. Do me a favor. Go out there. Hit the sub for me. Hit the sub button for us there for that. ROEW. Hit the sub button for that. And we'll be here tomorrow, 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time with Aaron Blaze. But until then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on the #1 global radio station, Sportswire Radio. Yeah, I don't know what this whole Zilla Justin Parsley beef is, but we'll resume more of it tomorrow.
He's a hater, Tom.
I don't know. And thank you
He
so
pawned
much.
scum
Of course, there's
from
no
Indiana.
Well, whatever it is, I will talk about it tomorrow and certainly Friday. Zilla says she's opened up her eyes. Yeah, keep opening them. I don't
think
know
we're
what is
seeing
what.
James Taylor get sexually assaulted here, so might as well.
Yeah, we might as well go out and leave. And and Comatose, the IMF is in Palo, Iowa, and I can certainly give you the owner's contact information. You can message him. I'll give it to you when we're off the air. Have a great night, everybody. See you tomorrow.